on my tripod. How the fuck did that get here? All right, get it. All right, so I'm back at the Airbnb. It's day 2. I'm ready to take some more pictures, son. When I got here today, there was a light on upstairs that I did not leave on. I am certain that this house is haunted. I don't want to go up there, but I have to for the pictures I want to take today, so we're gonna brave it together. Yeah, this house is for sure haunted. Look at these stairs. There's no way someone didn't die on these stairs.
I spent those 2 days doing nothing but planning and taking pictures of myself and Zayden. I knew my old antics just wouldn't cut it, so I decided to go all in, fully immersing myself in the role I knew I was born to play. I ate as Zayden, drank as Zayden, and thought as Zayden. But the real work of convincing the public that Zayden was in fact real was yet to come. Alright guys, well after pussyfooting around it for a few weeks, I'm ready to have another go at it. I'm gonna try posting some images. I'm spinning in my chair. I'm not meaning to do this. The chair is just spinning. I'm ready to buckle down and make these pictures and post them on Instagram, so here's my plan. First thing I'm gonna do is post an Instagram story of just me using one of the pictures that I took at the Airbnb, saying something along the lines of, I'm in rural Illinois visiting family, something implying that. Maybe like, ayo, rural Illinois check. Just to precondition people to think, okay, Danny's not at home, where is he? He's probably off doing something. Who's he with? Is that suspicious? I feel like I never post about my location like this on Instagram, so people will immediately know that I'm lying and up to something. Should I make it not Illinois? Should it be somewhere more exciting? Ayo, rural Minnesota check. Sure, maybe I'll be in Minnesota. Okay, so that's where Zayden lives, rural Minnesota. Let me just check my DMs real quick and make sure no one's causing a fuss. Like, I checked Minnesota, you're not there. Okay, no, I'm getting the good DMs. Like, whoa, why are you in Minnesota? But before I post him at all, the first thing I want to make is his Instagram account. I haven't set up his Instagram yet. Zayden _ long. I'm gonna make him my older cousin, so I'm gonna make his birthday in 1992, April 1st. His birthday is gonna be on April Fool's Day, because all of you are gonna be April Fools for believing this. To make his Instagram account look more believable, I also needed to follow a bunch of random people. So I just went to a couple small colleges' Instagram pages, went to the list of people following them, and just followed a bunch of people. Might as well give some of the homies an extra follow too. Drew, Curtis, shoot, I'll give Gus an extra follow. What the heck? Zayden can like good content, right? Bio, born to be Zayden. Born to be sauce. Why did Zayden autocorrect to sauce? Born to be sauce. All right, I'm just gonna leave it. That sounds kind of cool. Bitch, I was born to be sauce. Chris Evans really burned me before, and I never make the same mistake twice. So when crafting Zayden's Instagram profile picture, I decided to use Tom Brady's face this time. Tom Brady's eyebrows and overall complexion seemed different enough from mine, and I was pretty happy with the end result. From there, I threw together the first image of Zayden that I would be posting on my story. Okay guys, the image is done. The first image that is prepared to go on my story is done, I think. And I'm pretty pleased with the final image. In fact, I even sent it to Laura, and she approves, and if anyone knows what my face looks like, it is my own wife. So I'm still very hesitant, but I think I'm ready to post the picture. Will I make a complete fool of myself once again? We're about to find out right now. For the caption, maybe I can play off the previous story, so I can say like, ayo, rural cousin check. That way people will immediately understand, okay, he's in Minnesota because he's visiting his rural cousin Zayden. Should I tag him in the first one? I'm just gonna tag him in the first one. Before, I was testing the waters by not tagging him, but I'm not doing this again, okay? We're going all or nothing this time. So I'm not testing the waters. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna tag Zayden. I'll do it just as I would tag anyone else. Zayden is long. I'm just gonna throw that right there, as if it's not even a big deal. Just making it pretty small on the screen. And fuck. Oh, god damn it, it looks like me! Oh, it'll never not look like me. And posted. Oh god, have people seen it yet? Okay, 2 people have seen it, 6 people have seen it, 12 people have seen it. Oh, baby boy. People are gonna know, aren't they? Oh, Zayden has 2 followers now. 3, even. Me and 2 other people. All right, let me check my DMs. No! The first DM I get about it is, look the same. Look the same? Hey. Look the same. I thought this was you in a wig. God damn it! No! Oh no! Okay, but they're not saying this is you in a wig. They're saying, I thought that was you in a wig, which is good. God, my heart is beating so fast right now. Why does this mean so much to me? Okay, I'm getting surprisingly few DMs though. That's good, because this story has now been seen by 1,000 people, and I've only gotten 2 DMs. I would say that that's good, because last time I got a bunch, I think, didn't I? I'm feeling better about this. Okay, before I post the second picture, I want to, infuse a little bit more realism to it, and a lot of times on my Instagram story, when I go to a new place, I like to post sitting on a big comfy couch on this new couch. So since I'm in this new location, I feel like it only makes sense for me to post that I'm sitting on a big comfy couch. All right, we got photo number 2 complete. This one is a beautiful image of Zayden flipping me off because I'm razzing him. So I think the tone of this one is gonna be a little bit kind of like messing with him while also trying to get more people to go over and follow him. As of right now, I think Zayden has like 50 followers. I want to try to increase that, baby. We're trying to get Zayden a big heaping spoonful of that clout for dinner. Okay, the caption I came up with is, my cousin thinks he has what it takes to be an IG model. Please tell him he wouldn't last one day with clout. And then I tagged his Instagram. If I know my followers, I know a good chunk of them will turn against me and take his side. So I'm hoping that he'll gain a decent amount of followers from this. And post. I'm now realizing that the 2 pictures of my cousin don't really look like the same person, per se. I don't know how that happened, but that's not good. Like, they kind of have different hairstyles and honestly different skin tones. So hopefully people will look past that and just go straight for his Instagram. Okay, this person said he kind of looks like if you and Drew had a child together. How about me and Tom Brady? Honey. Oh shit, okay. This person says, is that actually your cousin or is it just an edited picture of you? I literally can't tell. All right, I'm gonna count this as I'm still winning because she said she literally can't tell. Another person said, I swear at first I thought this was you with a wig. You hear that? At first. So needless to say, I'm feeling pretty damn good about this right now. Oh shit, baby. Zayden Long has 117 followers. We're doing it now, son. Okay, people are DMing Zayden to tell him that he doesn't have what it takes to be an Instagram model. You wouldn't last one day with clout. You won't last a day, even with clout or not. Okay, I think this person just threatened Zayden, so that's not good. Oh my god, this is so stressful. But it is fulfilling. I do feel fulfilled right now. That night, I posted 2 more pictures on my story, all to a pretty solid response from my followers. So, with hope in my heart, I tucked myself in for a good night's rest. And woke up the next morning, ready to continue this sick and twisted charade. Oh, hot dang, son! Zayden now has 2,000 followers on Instagram, and he ain't even got any posts yet. Of course, people are messaging him that they think he wouldn't last one day with clout. One person is encouraging Zayden to kill me and take my place. What the hell? Actually, a lot of people have been hitting on Zayden. You do got that IG model type though, with a fire emoji. Someone said you're hot. Someone said here before 100K. That's right, baby. We're getting Zayden to 100K. Next up was a rendition of my classic I wear a yellow shirt today Instagram story. This is something I do whenever I wear this striped yellow shirt that I own. I take pictures of myself from a distance and caption them, I wear a yellow shirt today. But this time, I let my old cousin Zayden get in on the action. And with those stories up and most people buying it was time to start on my riskiest task yet. I was going to post a picture on my actual Instagram feed. Since this picture would reach many more people than my stories, I knew Zayden would get a good boost in followers if this looked good. But if it didn't, the jig would be up, and I'd be out of luck. So maybe we should let past Danny work on this for a bit, while we talk about today's sponsor, HelloFresh. Guys, one of my least favorite parts about being an adult is going to the grocery store to buy all the food that I'm gonna eat that week, only to remember that I only know how to cook like 3 things. But that's why I think that HelloFresh is such a great service. It takes all the pressure off of planning your meals for the week so that you can just enjoy cooking and eating. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, and their meals are delicious. And with low-calorie, vegetarian, and family-friendly recipes, HelloFresh has something to offer for pretty much anyone, no matter what kind of diet you have, whether you live alone or whether you have a family. Recipes only take about 30 minutes to make, sometimes as little as 20, which is less than the average trip to the grocery store. I love getting HelloFresh boxes in the mail because it means I get to spend 20 to 30 minutes cooking with Laura each evening. It's really fun to cook with someone else. We just like throw on some music and have a little party. And every time you cook something new, you get to learn a new recipe. If you're like me, then you're probably worried about your impact on the environment. Well, HelloFresh's carbon footprint footprint is actually 25% less than store-bought grocery-made meals. But how much is this HelloFresh, you ask? Well, HelloFresh is now starting at just $5.66 per serving. Where else can you get such tasty, tasty food for such a good price? So go to HelloFresh.com and use code TrulyGreg10 during HelloFresh's New Year's sale to get 10 meals for free, including free shipping. It's TrulyGreg10 on HelloFresh.com to get 10 free meals with free shipping during their New Year's sale. It's a great service. I heavily endorse HelloFresh, so thank you guys for checking out HelloFresh, and thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. All right, back to the action. So right now, Zayden has 2,343 followers. So hopefully by posting this as an actual Instagram picture, we can get him a couple more. Okay, so I tagged Zayden in it. Now I gotta think of a caption. Maybe I want to include something like it's my cousin's birthday. That would give me a reason to be shouting him out and also for me to be visiting him. My cousin's only birthday wish is to be an Instagram model. Please donate as much clout as you see fit. My only worry is that since this isn't a story and it's a picture, there's comments. And so if people read the comments and there are other people saying this looks weird in Photoshop, even people who didn't initially think that will start to think that because they'll see other people's comments. But I have a plan for that too. On your Instagram, you can block words from showing up in your comments. Like if you're sensitive about certain things or you just don't want to see comments about certain things, you can just add them to your blocked words list. So I think I'm gonna add a bunch of words like Photoshop and wig to the blocked words list. That way no one can comment about those things, so people who aren't suspicious won't have it ruined for them. You might think that that's shady, and it is. All right, and share, and okay, it's up. I spent the next few hours monitoring the comments like a crazy person and adding words to my list of blocked words. As you can see, I ended up having to block a fair amount of words, but the result was a squeaky clean comment section. Okay, now time to check out the comments and see if people are suspicious. We got clapping, I can't tell are you wearing a yellow shirt, just a reference to my Instagram story. True icons, if he wants to be an Instagram model, he should post photos on his account, seems a little counterproductive. Okay, is there a GoFundMe to donate clout? Oh baby, this is good. Oh my gosh, this is going so much better. All right guys, it's been 3 hours since I posted the picture on my Instagram and I'm starting to think we might get away with this. Low key, this is going pretty well. It actually is going a lot better than I expected. I mean, it's probably because I blocked all the words that would allow people to comment their suspicions about this picture, but scrolling through the comments, they all seem to be focused on other things besides the fact that it's just me with a wig. Everyone's being pretty supportive of Zayden. I'm pleasantly surprised. So I guess now we'll just wait and see what tomorrow brings. I am excited. All right, guys, the experiment is over. I'm cutting it here. It's the next day. I gave it all night for Zayden to gain followers, so now it's time to see how many he's got and to see how I did with my stupid little experiment. So before I check Zayden's follower count, remember that my 2 goals were for Zayden to hit 10,000 followers without anyone figuring out that it was just me. And then the second one was for this to be as easy as possible. I'm searching up Zayden. And oh shit, baby! Zayden Long has 12.5 thousand followers. God damn! 12.5K. So for goal number 1 of hitting 10,000 followers, I actually got like 120%. That's like a A plus. That's like an A+++. That being said though, there was the other condition of the goal where I didn't want anyone to figure out that it was actually me. And I'm pretty sure a decent amount of people caught on. If not to the fact that it was me, at least to the fact that like the pictures were photoshopped in some way or there was something weird going on. So maybe I'll just mark this down to like an A++ and maybe change this to 110%. That seems more fair. All right, goal number 2. Was this an easy process? Did I make this as easy for myself as possible so that I could redo this over and over indefinitely forever? For this one, I'm gonna give myself a solid D-. A good old 60%, if you will. Now, editing the pictures themselves wasn't actually that hard. It took around like 10 minutes per picture. Some of them took a little longer, but in general, they took about 10 minutes, which isn't too bad. But if I ever wanted to do like a video with Zayden, I don't know how. In God's name, I would do that. I guess I could try like taking a video and then exporting each individual frame as a picture, then putting those all on my phone, and then manually using FaceApp on each individual picture. But even a 1-second video would be like 30 pictures. So what is that? 300 minutes, which would be 5 hours, and also it would probably end up looking like shit. So yeah, ease of use gets a D-. Alright, so what's my final score? If I average these out, 110 plus 60 is 170, divided by 2 is a solid 85%. That's like a B. Huh.
A B.
Really?
That seems like really generous.
You know what? Just to be fair, I'm gonna knock it down to a B minus, because I really didn't feel that good about this.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that I failed the first time and I had to delete a bunch of comments and block all of the words that were used in those comments.
I'm definitely feeling a B minus.
Like, I passed, and I did all right.
But it was not an A+ job. You know what? I'm gonna give myself a C. This still, the more I think about it,
I don't deserve a B. I get a C. I passed, but I'm not feeling great about it.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was actually really fun to make. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. That's what I call my subscribers. And I even have hoodies that say Greg on it because I'm a YouTuber. All right, thank you, Nameless, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I peel off my skin and I was really Paul Zimmer the whole time. Bye!
This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this?
Hey Greg, I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to my channel, and let's just jump into it. So there's this video that's been going super viral on Twitter. You might have seen it. A lot of people tagged me in it. That's the reason that I saw it. I think the caption was something like, "I think I'm having a stroke," and it's this weird ass like children's video that's a song about a refrigerator. A shit ton of people tagged me in it, so I was like, okay, I gotta check this out. So I went and looked into it, and I found it on YouTube. It was posted by an account called Billion Surprise Toys, which, isn't that just every kid's dream? To wake up one day and find 1 billion surprise toys that you didn't know were coming. There's just 1 billion toys in your room. Now, on the off chance that you've watched literally every single one of my videos, there's a chance that you may have heard of this channel before, because I actually made a video about this channel like over a year ago, I think. It was probably before I even had 100,000 subscribers. But since I made that video about Billion Surprise Toys, their videos have improved a lot. Well, not improved a lot. They've started putting a lot more work into their videos, but they haven't gotten any better. So let's check out this video. Let's see what Billion Surprise Toys is up to these days.
Billion Surprise Toy.
Pretty sick intro. All right. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack in these first few seconds. So the dad is getting home from, I guess, like a badminton game, and he finds his son playing ball with a refrigerator. And for some reason, every time the son hits the ball, he poops his pants. But the magic really doesn't start in this video until they start singing.
Refrigerator, refrigerator.
Yes, Papa.
Do you have water?
No, Papa.
Chilling ice.
No, Papa.
Open your door.
Ha, ha, ha.
So the fridge is calling the dad Papa. So like, is this fridge related to these people? Is this the fridge's dad? I thought the dad was the little baby's dad, but maybe it's the fridge's dad? Maybe he's both their dads. Maybe the dad had an illegitimate child with a refrigerator? Either way, the dad really puts that fridge in his place. There's a lot that I don't like about this fridge, this animated fridge. I don't like that it has eyebrows. I definitely don't like that it has fingernails. Yep, your wife cooking you dinner is hilarious.
Refrigerator, refrigerator, yes, Mommy. Do you have sauces? No, Mommy. Telling lies? No, Mommy. Open your door. Ha, ha, ha.
Why would anyone buy this type of fridge? Like, this is obviously some sort of smart robo fridge, but it's terrifying. It has like voice commands so you can activate it by saying refrigerator, refrigerator. But then it just comes careening into the room and skids to a halt. This giant ass fridge that weighs like 1,000 pounds is zooming around your house at top speeds, drifting around corners like, yes, Mommy! And the voice commands don't even work very well, because you're like, do you have sauces? And it's like, no, Mommy. I guess it's fucking with you. It's just like joking around. I don't want a fridge with a personality. Just give me my sauces. It's a naughty little fridge for sure.
Do you have ice cream? No, Johnny. Telling lies? No, Johnny. Open your door. Ha, ha, ha.
This robo fridge is like malfunctioning. It was either trying to take the ice cream back or it was trying to like smack that kid. Give me that fucking ice cream. This fridge is not safe.
Do you have chocolates?
This is like a weird detail they added in. Why is it that every time anyone takes a step in this house, there's like dust clouds coming from their feet? Like they're giants walking around, like sending shockwaves every time they take a step. Either that or it's just a dusty ass house. These people need to clean up.
Do you have cupcake? No, darling.
What I really want to know from this video is, why doesn't the fridge want anybody to have the food inside of it? What is it trying to hide? Oh, damn. Look at that kid's swag. Holy shit, wait, hold on. This kid has like a little saunter going on. He's confident.
Refrigerator, refrigerator, yes, cheer.
Wait, what the fuck was the fridge just doing before the kid showed up? Did anybody notice that? It was like hunched over, shaking its head until it noticed the kid was there. And when the kid's walking up, look, you can see its face and it's like trembling. He's scared. Dude, what the fuck? What if this food is like part of the fridge? Does opening the door and taking food out hurt the fridge? Is it like the same as me walking up to you and being like, hey, can I rip open your stomach and pull out your kidneys? Dude, this poor fridge, I feel bad for it now. Not only is it a half human, half fridge living in this house full of just humans, so it already feels like it doesn't belong, not to mention having this dude as a dad. And this woman is clearly not his mom because she's not a refrigerator. This shit is darker than I thought.
Yes, cheer. Do you have chocolates?
I can't figure out what accent this is. It's either like a Ukrainian accent or it's like if a person from India was trying to speak English with a French accent. And what is this teaching our children? Is this how everybody's gonna be talking in a few years? Yo, dude, could you pass me some of those chocolates? Oh yeah, for sure, but let me get some of those sauces. This video ends exactly how you'd expect. Everybody comes into the kitchen and the fridge takes a picture of everybody with a selfie stick.
Bye-bye. Have fun.
This video has 130 million views. That's insane. This video's doing like Disney numbers. So now you probably understand why this video went viral on Twitter. It's a very strange video. But what's even weirder than that is that next to all of their other videos, this video isn't even that weird. All of their videos are this weird. And it's also weird that these videos that are supposed to be teaching kids how to like speak English are being made by people whose grasp of the English language is not very good. As you can see in this video, which is called Let's Together Bath Song.
Let's together bath. Let's together bath. Come, everybody, just come.
It sounds like they're trying to coerce the kids into something sketchy. Come, come, everybody, just come. Just come! Don't ask any questions. Let's together bath. Most of these videos are barely even songs. They're just people talking over music. There's no rhyming and there's not really any flow to it. It's just like a conversation over music, like this video.
Johnny, Johnny,
Yes, Papa.
wake up, baby, wake up, baby.
No, no, no. I want to sleep more.
See, 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 your sister is up.
Let me see. I'm gonna wake up now, Papa.
I'm gonna wake up now, Papa. Okay, you may have noticed in their intro, there's two babies and then there's this weird ass ice cream cone with a face. Well, in this video, we get to meet him and learn all about what he does.
Ice cream, ice cream. So many types of ice cream.
Hello. Ice cream.
Ice cream, ice cream. So many types of ice cream.
So, this living, talking ice cream cone is walking around town selling ice cream for children to eat. That's not good. This seems a little bit fucked up. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this ice cream dude walking around town selling babies of his own species for other kids to eat. What kind of message is that for kids? Honestly, really, what kind of message is it? I don't understand what this video is supposed to be.
So many types of ice cream. Ball ice cream, cup ice cream, cone ice cream, bar ice cream, ice cream.
I'm with you on every type of ice cream except ball ice cream? What is ball ice cream? Is ball ice cream a thing? I've never heard of it. It must be something that they don't have in America. Or maybe they do and I've just never seen it and everybody's gonna comment correcting me and I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Should I even leave this in the video at this point? Well, it's too late to edit it out. All right.
Ice cream.
Whoa, dude, that kid wants ice cream. That kid's like way faster than everybody else. He's like, yes! And why is that funny? What's with all the sound effects in these videos? Like, why is the wife sitting down and the dad putting his arm around her like a wow moment? And why does the dad laugh hysterically at everything? My wife was cooking me dinner and now she's sitting?
Ice cream, ice cream. So many flavors of ice cream. Whitish vanilla, greenish pista, pinkish strawberry, brownish chocolate, ice cream.
Okay, they had me with all of the flavors except for greenish pista. I assume that pista is short for pistachio, but I've never heard anybody call it that before. I've also never heard anybody except for my 84-year-old grandpa say that they like pistachio ice cream, but maybe it's big with the kids too, I don't know.
Ice cream, ice cream. There come the ball ice creams. Ice cream, ice cream.
Whoa!
There come the ball ice cream.
Oh, there come the ball ice cream. Yep, there he come, down the slide, looking kind of creepy.
Yellowish mango, greenish pista, purple grape.
Everybody's favorite flavors of ice cream, mango, pista, and grape. That sounds like some great ball ice cream to me.
We are ball ice cream.
Okay, that kid needs to calm the fuck down. That was the same kid that was like sprinting way faster than everybody else trying to get the ice cream, and now he's stealing that girl's ice cream. This kid's too into ice cream. He needs to calm down.
Ice cream, ice cream. There come the cup ice cream.
Okay, that's a cupcake.
We are cup ice cream. Ice cream.
Okay, this part of the video just confuses the fuck out of me because what is up with this gorilla? It's this whole song about ice cream, and then all of a sudden it just cuts to this random ass gorilla wearing a tank top with a $sign on it. He's got rolled up jeans and he's got a rollie on the wrist. He just comes out of nowhere and nobody even acknowledges him. It just immediately cuts to a different shot and they start singing about ice cream again. Does nobody see the gorilla? Is this gorilla even at the same park? Did they mean to put the shot in there? Who is this gorilla? Oh, now he's sitting with the kids. Great. These kids' dad needs to stop laughing hysterically at everything and get them out of there. That gorilla could be dangerous. I know he's dressed like a person, but he's still a gorilla.
Ice cream, ice cream. There come the cone ice cream.
Alright, so this video just goes on and on like this. Every different type of ice cream comes and sings about their type of ice cream, but it's basically the same verse over and over and over again. It's kind of boring. Like, the least they could have done is just had one type of ice cream come and just drop bars on this song. This song would really benefit from like a dope ass rap verse. Like if the bar ice cream came and dropped bars, that would be sick.
There come the bar ice cream.
Yeah, I got lots of money, I got lots of cars, bitch, I'm the bar ice cream, coming through with the bars. Hey, yeah, all iced out but I got no cream. Call me pista cause I got green. Melt some grape up in my lean. Maybe cold but I bring that heat.
Well, that's really all I have to say about Billion Surprise Toys. It's fucking weird. Now, could it be considered kind of lame to make a whole video picking apart the logic in a children's video? Yes, but did you just... That's right, folks. We hit a milli! Hello everyone and welcome back to my second channel. That's right, this is my second channel, not my main channel. If you thought this was my main channel, you honestly, at this point, you're just plain dumb. Because this is my second channel where I like to get a little bit goofy, a little bit wacky, and a little bit silly and drink LaCroix. Today I've got a nice, crisp limoncello. Alright, well, today's a very special episode because we just hit 1 million subscribers on this channel. Isn't that crazy? Seems like just yesterday I got that silver plaque for this channel, and now we're hitting 1 million. That is very weird. I mean, it was weird the first time I hit 1 million subscribers on my first channel, but to hit 1 million subscribers twice, that's very surreal. So thank you for subscribing to this channel. I hope you enjoy the wacky, silly content as much as I like making it. Today, I thought it would be fun to do a little 1 million subscribers special. We're gonna open this box from YouTube, and then we're gonna take a trip down memory lane and watch some of my very first YouTube videos that I ever made, which I don't think I've done before. I have watched my old videos on my main channel before, but these are going to be the oldest videos on YouTube that I have made. So I think it's gonna be pretty fun. I think for me, it'll probably be a little bit embarrassing. Hopefully we'll all have a good laugh. But first, let's open this box and see what's inside. I wonder what it could be. Oh yeah, look at this. Well, first off, you get a business card for this, you get a business card for the people that make the awards in case you ever need them to make you an award. And then we got a letter from Susan Wojcicki. Susan Wojcicki. It's just a sweet little thing. I've already read this before, but it says, you're bigger than Vancouver, you're bigger than Venice, you're even bigger than Las Vegas. All the populations of places that I'm bigger than. Or maybe she's just talking about my big fat ass. It's finally bigger than Las Vegas, baby. The Las Vegas metropolitan area is no match for my big plump rump. We know that being able to touch the lives of so many people is reward enough, but we're incredibly proud of you and all you've done. So we hope you'll accept this Gold Creator Award as a token of our esteem. Can't wait for you to reach your next milestone, 10 million subscribers. Shit. Susan Wojcicki's got a lot of hope for me. She thinks I'm gonna hit 10 mil on my second channel. Wouldn't it be cool if I got my second channel to 10 million before my main channel did? That'd be pretty epic. So make sure you subscribe and tell all your friends and tell your parents too. All right, check it out. Presented to 2 Danny 2 Furious for passing 1 million subscribers. Damn, well that's gonna look really nice on my wall. Right here, it's gonna go right here. I'm not gonna hang it up right now, I'm just gonna put it right there. And it'll probably stay there for a long time because I'm gonna be too lazy to hang it up. But nevertheless, thank you guys for 1 million subscribers on this channel. Very cool. Very epic. All right, well, enough beating around the bush. Let's go ahead and watch some of my old videos, dude. I got a couple queued up here. So this one is called World of Warcraft ... This is from 2007, which I suppose I would have been, well, I would have turned 13 and 7, but it wasn't my birthday yet, so I would have been 12 in this video. This is me right here. Right off the bat, you can tell that I was very small for my age. This is my friend. We are still the same age. He hasn't out-aged me. We were the same age at the time, and we still are to this day. And I was very small for my age. I believe this video, I haven't watched this video in a long time. I believe it's about having a friend that is addicted to World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft was like big in the zeitgeist of 2007. As you can tell by the like to dislike ratio, we pretty much nailed it. Pretty much made a great video. All right, well, let's check this shit out. What do you say?
Hi, I'm Danny.
And I'm Nico,
We used to have a friend.
who is very near and dear to us.
He loved to play with us and hang out.
Aww. My voice is so painful to listen to, personally. I don't know if it's that way for everyone else, but I really don't like listening to my voice when it sounds like that. I sound like the sweetest little baby.
He would always want to do stuff, until one day a certain game came along.
A game called World of Warcraft.
Or rather, WoW. He became addicted to it, and we couldn't get him to hang out with us anymore.
We tried making him go to classes to get on with his life.
But that just didn't work. He just kept playing,
So we did some research.
and what we found was very disturbing and shocking. This is that story, and how we ended up here.
Time to die.
Okay, and then we cut to the flashback. I believe there's only one flashback in this video. We're not pulling a lemonade mouth and doing a flashback within a flashback. So I guess pretty simple beginning. We'd say our friend was addicted to World of Warcraft, and we researched it, and what we found was very disturbing. And now apparently we're like tied up in these chairs, and a voice from off screen says it's time to die.
To die.
And then I think we're like supposed, I don't really know what's going on with the chairs leaning back. Like, because we're so obviously pushing ourselves back, but I think maybe we're supposed to be in chairs that are being like, you know, rotated back. That way someone can come and kill us. Like, we're strapped to the ground now, and so it's easier to stab us if we're horizontal. I don't know what the deal with that is. I think I remember even at this time being confused about what was going on, and surprisingly having 13 years pass has not cleared it up. I still don't know what is going on in this scene. But look at my tiny little baby feet.
Oh yeah!
Yeah,
This is awesome! Whoa!
hit me up top.
Darn it! We need another player.
Oh my god, I sounded just so annoying. Low key, I think it's pretty impressive that I had any friends in middle school. I was, from the looks of it, like 3 feet tall, and I had a voice like a little goblin. Even the shirt, like, yeah, look at this like 2007 fashion too. I've got like a really baggy t-shirt on, really baggy jeans, everything baggy. Also worth noting, in 2007, my room that I shared with my brother was painted like Harry Potter, like Hogwarts. So that's why there's this like brick pattern on the wall. It's supposed to be like a castle thing going on. My mom painted it that way. It was actually pretty tight.
Oh, we need another player.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Matt.
Hey, Matt, do you want to play with us?
Yeah, come on.
No, give me like another, like 5 or maybe 8 hours.
Come on, you've been playing the whole day.
Okay, so the premise of this video is that, like, Matt, who's my brother, is playing World of Warcraft. And I guess, like, the reason he's addicted to World of Warcraft is because there's this creature, this guy right here, that only he can see, that's just a dude in a tiger mask that we got from the zoo, holding a hammer, who is just telling him to keep leveling up. And I guess he's, like, threatening him with the hammer, but only Matt can see him. So me and my friend are just like, why won't he play with us? But I like, it keeps cutting back and forth from, like, what we see to what he sees.
Yeah, come on.
No, give me like another.
And I like how in one, we're just like standing there perfectly still, just being like, do you want to play with us? And then when it cuts to the shots with the tiger with the hammer, we're like, come on, dude! What? Come play with us, man! I think that's probably what we thought we were doing in the previous shots, and then it just like didn't match up at all. Look at this posture. I got this lean going on. Come on, dude, come play with us.
I need a few more hours. Just.
One more level, one more hour, one more day, one more day, God, one more day. Play all night, play all morning.
Okay. Seems like maybe we should have just, like, picked a different take for that one. The one where, like, the villain isn't clearing his throat.
Play all night, play all morning.
Play all night, play... Oh, fuck. Play all morning.
Yes, listen to me, the great god of World of Warcraft.
Really good exposition there. Listen to me, the god of World of Warcraft. That's who I am in this story, and that's how we're establishing it. I'm just saying, listen to me, the god of World of Warcraft.
Yes, one more level, one more level, one more level.
Also great camera work. Whoever was in charge of the camera work, nice job. It might have been me. Actually, probably not me, because if it was me, it would have looked like a mouse was filming it, because everyone was so much taller than me.
Welcome to the World of Warcraft Rehabilitation Center. How may I help you?
We have a friend who's addicted to World of Warcraft.
All right. What is his name?
His name is Matt.
Matt. Last name, please.
Anonymous.
Did I just not know how clothes fit, or was this really the style? I don't remember like owning such baggy clothes. This is crazy. Look at this hoodie, dude. I guess my mom was just thinking like, any day now he's gonna start growing. He's not gonna be 3 feet tall forever, right? She was just like willing it into existence that I would be a normal height someday. And you know what? She was right. 5'10", baby. Exactly average.
How long did he get it? What level is he on? Does he have withdrawal from friends? Does he give up eating and sleeping to play World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes to all.
All of them?
Yes.
Every single one.
Even the ones that weren't a yes or no question? Yes. Yes to all. Even the question where I said what level is he in the game? Yes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is level yes.
Yes.
All right. Just check a few things here. Oh, I'm very sorry. Your friend seems to have a severe obsession with World of Warcraft. We're gonna need him right.
Why does she need to type into the computer to see that? Like, we said yes to every question. I think it's pretty clear that he's addicted. Okay, yes to everything. He's having withdrawal from friends, and he won't come play with you, and he's been playing for a long time. Okay, no, he's actually fine. Yeah, he's good. You said, yes to everything? Yeah, it says he's fine. So don't worry about it. That's what the computer says.
Right away.
I was hoping you would say that.
I'm sorry.
Let's go get him.
Come on, I'm trying to steal people from this. You need to quiet down, sir. Sir!
Pretty glad that I don't sound like that for the entire video. That's, I don't think that I would be able to make it through this video if I sounded like that the entire time. So I'm glad I'm pretty sure I only do that once. Okay, so she says we need to bring him in, and then we're like, oh.
I was hoping you would say that.
And then I pull out a toy lightsaber, and my friend pulls out a GameCube?
I'm sorry.
That's just a straight up GameCube that he's holding by like the handle on the back of it. And I actually remember filming this because he hit the ceiling of his basement with the GameCube.
Let's go get him.
Quiet down.
Stop playing. You have to go to a class.
Yeah.
Going.
No, listen.
Matt, you have to come to this class.
You are addicted.
So in this scene, I guess we don't have a cameraman or something, because you can tell that I'm clearly holding the camera, but also trying to participate in the scene.
Get your life back together. Come on.
No, you must level up or face the hammer.
What do you?
Matt, come on.
I feel like I'm not even participating in the scene at all. I'm just like occasionally echoing what other people are saying. Matt, come on. Let's go, Matt.
Seriously.
Obey your
Come on.
Jeez, Matt.
We expected better from you.
Yeah, we expected better from you. Me, the camera guy, the sound guy, the director, the writer of this video, we all expected better, dude. Even though we wrote this scene for you to be like this, we all expected better.
Where's your friend?
He wouldn't come.
Who is that? Who's that? This is one of our failed patients. He never seen the graph reality. He played night and day. There's no word around here, Dave.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this part might be a little bit insensitive to people who have actually dealt with real addictions. In fact, you know what? Maybe the whole video is.
I only have one advice for him. Beware of the tiger with the hammer.
Tiger with the hammer.
Well, it's the god of World of Warcraft. Only true addicts can see him. I'm ashamed to say this, but I myself used to be an addict once, and once you see him, there's no turning back. I can never see the tiger with the hammer again. No! Why
Shit. What if he just like beat her to death with the hammer? I don't want you to play World of Warcraft anymore. I'm just here to kill you now. Okay, so let's skip ahead a little bit. We do some research. We're looking on the computer. We're looking at CDs. Maybe some of these CDs can help.
Looks like the only way we're gonna be able to see the tiger with the hammer and then defeat him is to play World of Warcraft ourselves.
Oh shit, okay, so the plan is the only way we can see the tiger with the hammer is if we play World of Warcraft ourselves. So that's our dangerous, daring plan.
Alright, Matt, let me play.
No.
Come on.
No, let them play. Let them play. Let them join the brethren.
Okay, yeah, just go over there.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm glad I'm sitting like this. Do you see what I have on my foot right here? You know what this is right here? That's a wheel, because these are Heelys. That's right, baby. When I was 12, I had Heelys. I think my friend got them for me for my 12th birthday. I try not to be too jealous, alright? I was pretty much the coolest kid around. I was probably Heelying through my middle school hallways, Heelying right under people's legs because I was so goddamn small.
This guy right here.
Okay, wait, just let me do something.
Level up.
Here, just press
Level up.
Do you hear something?
Ah,
Hey, there he is!
I've been tricked.
Oh yeah, kill him! Kill him!
Let that happen, now can we?
Oh no.
You want to sleep now?
No!
Now I must sleep too.
Okay, did he knock me out? What happened?
No!
Wait, what? Did we film this at a different time of day? Because at first I was like, that shot looks darker than this shot. But then I'm also now realizing that I'm wearing a hoodie in this shot, and I'm not in this shot. I'm just wearing a white t-shirt. I guess we just forgot to film the rest of that scene and realized later that night. And I also forgot what I was wearing.
This is how we got here.
Time to...
So now we flash forward to where we were at the beginning. And wait, isn't he wearing... Nico's wearing something different too. Yeah, we both are. I'm wearing an Adidas hoodie, and my friend is wearing a polo shirt. And if we go forward to the beginning, my friend is wearing a jacket, and I'm wearing a different color hoodie. Damn, I was a dumb 12-year-old. Why wouldn't we just film the flashback part at the same time as this? Shit. I'm glad I'm not stupid anymore.
Ah! Oh god.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
What? Matt?
I got to level 60, and I can't level up anymore!
Well,
What am I supposed to do now?
By the expansion.
Alright, well, that's the end. That was a nice little zinger at the end. Buy the expansion pack for World of Warcraft? Some solid World of Warcraft humor. This video might seem like we were making fun of World of Warcraft, but we all played World of Warcraft. So I think we were just like really into it and wanted to make a video about it. Also, the comments are turned off now. I think because YouTube has since made it so that any videos made by kids don't have the comments turned on. But at the time, I'm pretty sure this video only got one comment and it was just douchebags. So, I mean, when you look at that and you look at the like to dislike ratio, I think it was pretty easy to see right from the start that I would someday have 1 million subscribers on 2 channels. All in all, I like watching my old videos. It's kind of sweet. It's kind of fun to look back at them and think about a time when I just like, being a YouTuber was just a pipe dream of mine. And I didn't even probably know if like being a YouTuber was a real thing. I think probably the only YouTubers I knew about were Smosh. And it was just me making goofy videos with my friends. And now look at me. I'm making goofy, wacky videos by myself. I think it's pretty crazy. I think that if little 12-year-old Danny could see where I was right now, if he could watch this video right now and see that I've got 1 million subscribers on not 1 but 2 channels, I think he'd be pretty upset about the way that I was making fun of him in this video, honestly. I think what I said about him being short would have really gotten to him, and probably what I said about his voice too. But then once he got past that, I think he'd be pretty excited. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and thank you again for 1 million subscribers. That's very cool. I do have some newish merch, some pretty fun stuff that is up on my merch store now if you want to go and snag a couple pieces. It's up at dannygonzalez.store, so if you want to go ahead over there and check it out, I would greatly appreciate that. But hey, no pressure, man. You do you. Anyway, that's the end of the video.
What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day and welcome back to my channel. This is another episode of Screaming is Funny. Okay, so I know that I'm probably a little bit late on this trend, like probably 2 years late on this trend, but why is everybody so obsessed with slime all of a sudden? Or at least I assume everyone is, because it's literally all over my explore page all the time. Videos of people touching slime, folding it over, poking it. It's slime ASMR. I just feel like a couple years ago, just like hundreds of slime Instagram accounts, YouTube channels, Twitter accounts that just like popped into existence out of nowhere, and now everybody's obsessed with slime. Pretty much every kids channel on YouTube has also jumped on the slime bandwagon, but nobody has jumped on the slime bandwagon quite as hard as Colin's Key. Colin's Key has been a very heavily requested topic for me to talk about on this channel for quite some time, but I've always tried to steer clear of talking about Colin's Key, and the reason for that is that I'm scared. I'm very scared of his videos. I've literally sat down to make this video like 20 times, not even recording it, just watching his videos to try to find good ones to talk about in a video. But you know what? Today, I'm feeling brave. I think I can do it. I think that I can finally sit down and react to a Colin's Key video. This video is called Mystery Wheel of Slime Challenge 2. So I guess this is the much awaited sequel of Mystery Wheel Slime Challenge. The viral sensation that everybody's been talking about. Finally, we have a sequel. So in most of the videos, this dude's making slime with his brother. They're just in the kitchen, fucking whipping up slime. So in this video, they're doing this challenge where they're spinning a wheel and whatever ingredient the wheel lands on is what they have to make the slime out of. Let's check it out.
You challenged us to make slime with blenders. All right, let's spin for the first blender ingredient. 3, 2, 1. All right, I got white glue.
And I got packing peanuts. Wait, dude, you're starting without me?
Yeah.
How do I get mine?
Oh, well, don't worry, Devin, because I've actually ordered something which should be delivered right about now. Yeah!
Jeez,
yes!
What?
Dude, it's the geek delivery service number 4 in America. This is my shake, bro. This is my shake. All right, there we go.
Dude, what do you keep on talking about shakes for?
Because these are my shakes, bro. I ordered them.
I thought these were my packing peanuts, Colin.
Ah, there we go. This is my shake. And there you go. Cheers.
Cheers, yes.
And I guess I gotta return this now, so. Okay.
I lied. I can't do it. Fuck this. I can't. I'm sorry. When I came across this video, I watched this clip, this beginning clip, like 50 times. And it amazes me every time. And it's because I don't think I could have ever imagined anything this bad if I tried. I think this might be the worst thing. Just the worst thing that could happen. The plot, it just doesn't make any sense. This dude says he needs packing peanuts, and so he's like, oh,
I ordered you a package, and then the package shows up from Yeet Delivery Service, and it's milkshakes in the package, not packing peanuts. But there's so many other things that make no sense. Why are they yelling at each other when they're standing, like, at most 4 feet apart? Have these people never heard of using their inside voices? What the fuck is Yeet Delivery Service? It's all just nonsense. It's utter nonsense. Fun fact, I actually thought this dude's name was Colin for a long time because his channel's name is Colin's Key. And he's always got this key around his neck. So I thought, okay, that's Colin's Key. For some reason, he named the channel after the key that he wears around his neck all the time. But I didn't really think anything of it. But his name is actually Collins, with an S at the end. So, I don't know, just a weird detail. I didn't know that was a name. Maybe it's kind of like the iPhone 7S. Like it's the better version of Colin. That's why his parents named him that. They were like, this is the new and improved Colin S. Now with no inside voice. His brother's name is just Devin. He didn't get an S at the end of his name. So, I guess he's like the older model.
I still don't have my packing peanuts though, bro.
Oh, what, you mean these? No.
Oh, good. His packing peanuts showed up. So now we can finally make a slime. Now, I don't know if you can tell here, but on the screen, there's actually a really subtle merch plug going on. It's in the bottom left-hand corner, and it's really subtle. If you blink, you might miss it. Jesus, what a distracting way to promote your merch. Nothing says, like, I don't care about the content I make. I just care about making money, like putting a giant-ass ad over your video to distract from the content and get people to spend money on merch. That's such a scumbag thing to do. What greedy little—
What's up, Greg? I hope you're all enjoying this video. Make sure you head on over to Danny Gonzalez.
Hey, down here! Don't look up there, look down here. Buy my merch, buy my merch, buy my merch.
Pink glue.
I got shaving cream. All right, I got the shaving cream, and right now, there's a special way I gotta dispense it.
Wow, all right.
No!
Dude, my hand.
Touch my heart and it'll go away.
All right.
Oh no, dude, I can feel it building up. I gotta add this quickly. Oh no, dude, look, it's going. It's gonna go any second. It's gonna go. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah!
How can kids even process what's going on in this video? How can you make any sense of this? He gets shaving cream as the next ingredient and he says, okay, for this one I've got a special way to dispense it. He puts on this unicorn horn. He starts like shooting lasers everywhere. He turns his brother's hand a different color, but he's like not dispensing the shaving cream. And when it comes time for him to actually dispense the shaving cream, he's just like, oh yeah, and I guess I have to do this. So the special way to dispense the shaving cream was by yelling for 2 minutes and then dispensing the shaving cream like normal. There's no way this is good for kids. No way. I can say with near 100% certainty that this will stunt your child's growth. Mentally, and what the hell, physically too. Your kid will be short if he watches this. At least most kids channels and kids TV shows have like some sort of vague plot or progression that you can follow. A lot of kids shows these days are actually pretty smart. I feel like adults can laugh along to a lot of the jokes in kids shows because they're actually smart and thought out. But this is just too random. It's utter nonsense. There's no logic or reason to draw from any of this. It's just two guys yelling. Just two guys yelling at you.
Wait, dude, how are you floating?
Isn't it obvious? I have become one with the universe.
If I was their editor, I think I would go insane. There's so many special effects in these videos. It is a little bit impressive, but it's also just like, why? Why do you need so many special effects to make slime? It's almost like they're admitting that making slime isn't interesting or fun, and so they have to way overcompensate by throwing all of this like extra shit in. It's utter nonsense. This video is 20 minutes long. This goes on for 20 minutes. 20 minutes of just—
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no,
what's gonna happen?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
This. That might not seem that bad until you realize that we've only watched 1 minute and 44 seconds. And I've probably cut a lot of it out. Okay, this one's called Dogs Pick Our Mystery Slime Challenge 2. So I guess this is another sequel.
I'm gonna see if this vinegar can turn this into volcano slime. All right, here we go. 3, 2,
We want a 5-second subscribe challenge. We want to see if you can subscribe to this channel and turn on the channel post notifications in 5 seconds. Are you ready? Here we go.
Okay, I didn't think that there would be a challenge right now, but okay, I got this.
5.
All I have to do is find the subscribe button. You got this. You're a YouTuber. You know where the subscribe button is.
4.
Wait, where is it? Oh, fuck.
3.
Come on, you know where the subscribe button is. It's right above the video, right? No, come on. Come on, you got this.
2.
Where is it?
1.
Where is it?
Done. You can do that. Comment down below. Keep a squad right now.
Oh, it's over? Oh. Shit. That was too hard. They need to make that easier. That is a weird thing to do. I understand why they do it. They're just trying to get you to like subscribe really fast without even thinking about it. Just go and hit the subscribe button. But like, what happens if you don't hit it? I wonder if there's like a consequence. Like if they're like, hit the subscribe button in the next 5 seconds. If you don't even bother subscribing to us. If you hit that shit after 5 seconds, unsub right now. We already have 16 million subs. What, you think we need you? We don't need you and your slow ass fingers. Get the fuck out of here. Fast Finger Gang. That's us. Keeper Squad. We got fast fingers. Try to keep up. Try to keep up.
Oh. Yo, it's starting to work! Not quite the most satisfying slime that I've ever made visually. You know what, Devin? I just think it needs a little bit more Orbeez. So here we go. Just gonna place it down here. Just gonna pick up some Orbeez off the counter, and it's like this. Oh.
Do you think this is a real kitchen? Is this the kitchen in Colin's house that he uses to cook all of his meals? Or is this nice ass kitchen with like these beautiful granite countertops, this gigantic island, this beautiful stove just for destroying with slime on a daily basis? What a subtle flex. These dudes are probably making so much money. They get hella views. This video has 8 million views. They're constantly promoting their merch. I mean, you don't just have a spare nice ass kitchen if you're making chump change. They're not making chump change. They're making utter nonsense change. So usually they end the videos with one of them getting slime dumped on them. Sometimes it's just regular old green slime, sometimes it's the slime they made in the video, but it usually ends with somebody getting slimed. And I think this part in this video really highlights the relationship between Collins and his brother Devin. They decided in this video they're each gonna let the other person dump slime on them. So Devin dumps slime on Collins.
3! Oh, not again! 2! Oh no!
1! But then when it's Devin's turn to get slimed, he's like, all right, Collins, time to get up. It's time for me to get slimed. Collins just starts joking around. He pretends to be slipping.
That's scary. Oh, dude, you okay? I'm like ice skating. I'm like, I'm like doing a little dance, but I was like, hey!
He's just being his goofy self. He's yelling, he's slipping, sliding around, and Devin's like, come on, dude, get up. It's time for me to get slimed. I just get the feeling that Devin like hates being in these videos. My theory is that Devin is a bit of a slime purist. He appreciates the art of making slime. And that's enough for him. He just wants to make slime, he wants to dump it on his brother, and he wants to get it dumped on him. That's Devin's ideal slime video. I think he would probably do it even if it wasn't in a video. He would be making slime in his free time. Collins is just in it for the clout. That's slime clout. I mean, you can tell in the whole video, like, Devin just wants to make the slime. Collins is like pulling milkshakes out of boxes from the Yeet delivery service, dumping packing peanuts all over Devin. And then when it's Devin's turn to get slimed, Colin just starts dancing around like a clown.
Rotate this way, okay, and then kind of like pull my arms.
I'll pull you. Yeah, go this way.
I'm gliding.
Switch. No, this way.
All right, Devin, you ready to get slime dumped, bro?
Oh, I'm ready. Gotta
take in my surroundings here before I slime dump you. Got a little scoot around
Seems
here.
like you're having way too much fun with
and
this.
Then,
Devin's is just like, come on! Slime me! I need it! This isn't what slime is about. Slime is serious. It's an art, and you're making a mockery of it. So this may come as a bit of a surprise to you if you're not big into the slime scene like I'm not, but the more and more I watch Collins Key's videos and other people like him, the more I started to realize there's like a gigantic slime community. The Sharers have made many videos about slime. Shroom has some slime hacks, whatever the fuck that means. Rebecca Zamolo made an awful music video about playing with slime, or working out with slime, or exercising. I don't know what it was about, but it was really bad.
Working with slime, so I try harder. Sweating while stretching, yeah, I'm clever. Making slime at home is fun, it's true. But working out with slime, you can do too. It's so satisfying.
I just want to know what life is like for these people. Cody Ko also made a video about Collins Key and some other kids content creators, and he made a really good point that they're like always flexing. Papa Jake was one of the people he was talking about in his video, but like Collins Key, he's got this nice ass kitchen that just exists for him to destroy it with slime every day. I just wonder, like, when they meet people in real life, when they pull up in their Lamborghini, people are probably like, whoa, nice to meet you. What do? You obviously make a lot of money. What do you do for a living? And then they tell them. I just wonder, like, what their reaction is. Like, how does that interaction go? I don't know, honestly. My guess is that it would be something like this.
The man is in the house, we about to shut it down. Every time I step up in this club, I make it bounce. Don't fuck with small amounts, I buy it by the pound. And when we pulling up, boy, that Lambo making sound. Got that rollie on my wrist, you know I had to flex. And I got those twin chains, ice climbers on my neck. Now your girl wanna drink, it's cool, I got the check. I throw a couple bands, now she's showing me respect. She wanna know where I get this money, how I ball so hard. She wanna know what I do to afford these clothes and these dope ass cars. She said, are you an actor or a model? I get the waitress and we pop some more bottles. She keeps asking, won't let it go. Looks like I really have to let this girl know. I told her I make slime, candy DIYs. Post that shit on YouTube, children can't believe their eyes. Yelling loud as shit, got that family friendly content, I don't get demonetized. She was understandably put off by that, till I showed her my million subscriber plaque. Now I'm feeling like David Dobrik, cause I got her in the Tesla and her friends are in the back. Next thing you know, now we drinking at the crib. It ain't too long till I got shorty in my bed. Slip into something more comfortable and now I'm back. And she's looking at my YouTube channel, wait, don't do that. She wanna know where I get this money, how I ball so hard. She wanna know what I do to afford these clothes and these dope ass cars. She's checking out my videos, she sees me yelling. I'm going crazy about the merch that I'm selling. Now I'm dabbing and eating spicy foods. I can't tell if she's impressed or disgusted, but she's checking out my slime. Life hack DIYs, post that shit on YouTube, children can't believe their eyes. Yelling loud as shit, got that family friendly content, I don't get demonetized. I don't get demonetized. There is nary a doubt I am the slime king, but I feel so alone. Will you be my slime queen? I can't tell you how long I've searched. I won't even make you buy my merch unless you wanna buy my merch. You're totally free to do so. It is soft as hell, but it only comes in youth sizes. And there's no refunds. No refunds.
Probably something like that is how it would go. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? If you want to listen to that song some more, it's on iTunes and Spotify and Google Play and Apple Music and any other streaming site that you would probably use. The link is in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was really fun for me to make. I've never done anything of that scale before, but I had a lot of fun. I hope that it shows. I hope that you guys liked it. If you want one of these Slime King shirts that I was wearing in the video, I'm selling them at DannyGonzalez.store. There's also shirts that say Slime Queen and shirts that say Do It for the Slime. So it's like Do It for the Vine, but instead of Vine, it's slime. If you want to get any of those, go to DannyGonzalez.store. All right, thank you, Harper, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. Bye. Make slime. Candy DIYs. Post that shit on YouTube. Children can't believe their eyes. Yelling loud as shit. Got that family friendly content. I don't get demonetized. What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great day. It's me, Mr. Worldwide. Back with another episode of Oh God No, Stop It. Please stop. Please no more. Please stop. So today I'm going to be talking about everybody's favorite videos on YouTube. Prank videos. Everybody loves a good prank every now and again, right? But not just any prank videos. These are the worst prank videos in the whole world. I think I found the worst videos, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the worst videos ever made. So I go on Instagram a lot because I'm a millennial. Over the past couple of weeks, Instagram has kept putting this account in my explore page saying like, this is a video that you might like. And it's this account called Troom, and it's got 568,000 followers. They basically just make DIY craft videos and stuff like that, but occasionally they post these like prank war videos. I usually just skip past them, and then one day, it was yesterday, actually. I found out that they have a YouTube channel. And the reason I found this out is because I was scrolling down Social Blade, which is a website that lets you see people's like YouTube stats and stuff. But they also have this like list of people who have gained the most subscribers in the past 30 days. And Troom Troom was on there at like number 75. And I just remember their videos being pretty cringy. So I was like, that's kind of weird. Why are they so popular on YouTube? And then I went to their actual channel, and that's when I started to realize just how like weird and cringy these videos are. And by the way, this channel has 3.4 million subscribers. Keep that in mind. And they've gained 600,000 subscribers in the past 30 days. So these aren't like actual prank wars. They're called prank wars, but they're really mostly just like instructional videos for you to be able to do pranks on your significant other. Consider this video like a how to ruin your relationship 101, basically. If you like have a girlfriend that you really like and you want to just make her miserable and you know, pester her all the time, these videos are definitely for you. These are right up your alley. All right, let's go ahead and watch this one. It's called 15 Funny Couple Pranks, Prank Wars. It has 3.2 million. Okay, so that's a classic prank, right? I mean, just pour something that tastes bad into a thing that's supposed to taste good and then give it to someone so that they taste the bad thing and it tastes bad. So I don't really know who their target demographic is for these videos, but like I think most people already know that prank, right? Just pour something that tastes bad into somebody's drink. Maybe this is for like 3-year-olds who are pranking their boyfriends? Look at them! They are going in so quickly as if they are having a housewarming party inside. Okay, so this is one of the weird things about these videos, is that they're obviously made by people who speak a different language. You can tell by just looking at the chips. I don't know what the fuck those letters are, but they're not English. So these videos are made by someone in a different country, which completely contradicts the about section on their YouTube page, which says United States. So these videos are obviously made by people who speak a different language. But the person who is recording the voiceover obviously is a good English speaker because she doesn't have an accent or anything. But I think that the narration is written by the people who don't speak English and then sent to the one person who does speak English. And for some reason, the person who speaks English and is narrating them isn't like, hey guys, this doesn't make any sense. Are you sure you want me to read this word for word? Or maybe she's tried and they're just like, you read it word for word. Look at how they are going inside as if they are having a housewarming party. I don't understand. It sounds like they typed everything in their native language and then just copied and pasted it into Google Translate and sent it to some random person in the US to record, and she just doesn't give enough of a shit to be like, hey, this is awful. Jeez, he's pissed, dude. How hard is he scarfing down these chips that he doesn't notice that he's picking up chips, hard, crisp chips, and then he picks up a soft cotton pad, and how does he not notice before he puts it in his mouth that it's not the same as all the chips, the hard chips that he's eating? He must be watching something really intense on his computer and just scarfing down chips as fast as he can. The reason I like this video so much is because they really hold your hand. Like, they say write a message on the bar, and they don't even give you a second to think of what the message might be. It's like, okay, here, dumbass, you couldn't think of anything? Draw a smiley face with the tongue sticking out. There you go. There's your message. They're really assuming that you don't know how to do any of this yourself.
Change the real chocolate to the fake one.
What the fuck is white gouache? Is that a thing? White gouache? White gouache? I don't know what the fuck white gouache is, but I'm pretty sure that this girl's just destroying her boyfriend's laptop. That's not a prank, idiot. That's a crime. I don't care if we've been dating for 8 years. If you paint on my laptop, I'm calling the cops.
Color a funny unicorn using gouache.
Here we go again with the hand holding. Draw a nice picture. Make it a unicorn. You don't have any say. You can't come up with ideas on your own. Draw a funny picture, but just make sure it's exactly this. Otherwise, the prank's not gonna work. And make sure you use gouache, please. He better thank me. I mean, I did just destroy his laptop, but at least it's pretty now. Is gouache washable? Does anybody know? I don't know what gouache is. Oh shit, she's dead. Did you see that? He's gonna kill her. This isn't gonna be a prank anymore. He's really gonna kill his girlfriend. Where the fuck do you get a little cactus? What? I've never seen a cactus that small. First off, I would not even know where to get that cactus, so please provide links in the description for that. Second off, are you insane? For this prank, we're gonna be irreparably damaging your girlfriend's lips. That way you can never kiss her again and she'll hate you. Ugh, ghastly. Yeah, what is it, the 1920s now?
Oh, ghastly! What kind of prank is that? Haha, as a bonus for taking a picture, she gets a sticky arm. She just gets glue on her arm. That's not a prank. That's not like I made you think one thing, but it's the other. It's just like, I put glue on your arm. And also, now I've got it on my hand too. I basically pranked myself as much as I pranked you. Because now I have glue all over my hand. Yes! Dude, how much do you have to hate your girlfriend to do this to her? Like, this is like intricate shit now. He's like taking apart. I just can see him with little jeweler's glasses on, like intricately taking pieces apart and dissecting this deodorant bottle. He's like, I'm gonna fucking get her this time.
Melt.
All right, we did it. That's the end of the whole video. Man, what a great set of pranks. Wasn't that awful? It's just so strange. I just had to show these videos to somebody. So I'm sorry, because you're probably gonna be thinking about this all day tomorrow, like I have been for the past like week. So that's the end of this video. I'm still tore up from when my grandma passed. It was before I was born, but it still makes me sad. Pull up to BP just to get some gas, but I forgot I have a Tesla, man, I'm such an ass. You don't know a thing about me. You wouldn't last a day in my scarf. I can't even make a TikTok without breaking everyone's heart. This song is so sad. Yeah, I ain't even lying. All up in the booth, straight crying. This song is so sad. How'd I get so deep? I don't know, but it really makes you think. This song is so sad. Yeah, I ain't even lying. All up in the booth, straight crying. This song is so sad. How'd I get so deep? I don't know, but it really makes you think about how deep I am. Your dog will never know how much you love her. We have no way of knowing if we all see the same colors. The Jonas Brothers doesn't include all the Jonas Brothers. They're hiding Frankie from us and they could be hiding others. Just found out about the Titanic. Why would they get on that boat? Haven't they seen the movie? Even in the depths of the Atlantic, that sunken ship will still never be deeper than me. Deeper than me. This song's so fucking sad. This song's so fucking deep, yeah. When I finished writing it, I cried in bed for weeks, yeah. This song is so sad. Yeah, I ain't even lying. All up in the booth, straight crying. This song is so sad. How'd I get so deep? I don't know, but it really makes you think. This song is so sad. Yeah, I ain't even lying. All up in the booth, straight crying. This song is so sad. How'd I get so deep? I don't know, but it really makes you think about how deep I am. This one goes out to all my ladies. I just want to let y'all know how I feel. Ladies, if you're out there, this one's for you. I don't give a shit about you. I just want to smoke meth all day. I just want to do cocaine. I would punch a dog for some Zans, y'all. I just want to sip some lean. I'ma steal some money from my grandma. Not that I need the money. I'm so goddamn rich it ain't funny.
Hey Greg, I'm sure that I'm not the only person who's noticed that celebrities suck lately. Like if Celebrities was a TV show, this season would suck. This season of Celebrities is just... it's just bonkers. I feel like celebrities used to be these like untouchable gods and goddesses of Hollywood. They never misbehaved or got in trouble. They were just, you know, these shining idols on a mountain, and we could only ever dream of being anything like them. There were celebrities like Kanye West who, like, sure, he made good music, but he also had some, like, you know, temper tantrums. He had some behavioral issues. But I feel like the celebrities of today are just like all of the behavioral issues and none of the talent, or at least not much. And I know you already know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Lil Tay. I'm talking about Woah Vicky. I'm talking about Danielle Bregoli, Lil Pump, and sure, Lil Pump's got a few bangers. But, I mean, he's not a very good role model. And I guess there's nothing, like, inherently wrong with making dumb, poorly behaved people famous. I just don't really identify with any of the celebrities of today. Like, I'm not
extremely rich. I don't do cocaine. I don't know what lean is. Over the past couple months, I've just been yearning for a celebrity that I really identify with. And that's when I came across Mason Ramsey. Yes, this video is about the yodeling kid from 3 months ago. Now, I know what you're thinking. And stop it. I make so many videos of being like, this person sucks. This person makes bad videos. And you know what? I thought it was time for a change. Mason Ramsey's the best. He's the best celebrity, okay? That's really what I'm getting at. I mean, need I say more? Need I say more? Oh, I need say more? Okay, I say more. If you don't remember, Mason Ramsey is this kid who got famous for yodeling in a Walmart like 3 months ago. It's just so funny in a world of like Lil Vicky's and Woe-Tays. Wait. It's just so funny in this world of like poorly behaved 12-year-olds getting famous for, you know, punching their mom in the face or flexing on everybody. To see this like 11-year-old, well-mannered country boy taking the limelight. It really butters my Gregs. I think the main reason Mason Ramsey is so entertaining to me is because he's literally like a 60-year-old man trapped in an 11-year-old's body. Look at this video from when he was on Ellen.
Mason, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
So I understand. So Golconda, that's where you're from.
Yes.
So it's a very small town, 700 people, and this is your first time you've ever been on an airplane.
Yes.
How was that?
It was very good, but driving with the driver letting me go in the back of the limo, that was awesome.
The driver letting me go in the back of the limo, that was awesome. This kid doesn't even know that you're supposed to sit in the back of the limo. The limo probably showed up and he was like, okay, I'll just get in the passenger seat. And he was like, don't you want to sit in the back? And he was like, I can sit in the back? Oh man, oh boy. He's just so pure.
Then I tried some sparkling water and wasn't so good, but...
wasn't so good. If that was like Danielle Bergoli, she would have been like, this sparkling water tastes like shit. Give me something else. Give me something else. Give me lean. Please, lean. I need lean now. I don't know what lean is.
So, do you like LA?
Yeah, but I'm a country boy, and out in the old country, all we do is bale straws of hay, and next thing you know, you're sitting under a tree taking a nap with your hat down and a weed in your mouth.
This kid is perfect. Sitting under a tree with a weed in your mouth. I mean, a weed? This kid is cool as fuck. He's so young, but he acts like he's been retired for 10 years. He just doesn't have a care in the world. This kid's 11 years old and he's cooler than I'll ever be. Like, that's something I would never even think to do.
Okay.
So when did you start yodeling?
The first song I tried to sing was Long Gone Lonesome Blues.
Mm-hmm. Who sings that?
Hank Williams Sr.
And that's your favorite singer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And your grandfather yodels, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is he a good yodeler as well?
No.
Sorry about that, Grandpa. Yeah.
God damn, this kid is a savage and he's not even trying. That's what I like about him. So many other celebrities these days, I feel like are just trying so hard to be a savage. Diss track after diss track, beating up your own mom, flexing on your haters, and here's Mason Ramsey just casually telling his grandpa he's bad at yodeling to his face on national television. He's not even trying. I get the feeling a lot of you are gonna think, Danny, this meme was popular like 3 months ago. Why are you talking about it now? You were a little late to the punch. But what you don't understand is back then he was just a meme. The vast majority of people who like found Mason Ramsey through that meme have forgotten about him by now. That's how all memes go, you know? They have the initial burn and then they sort of fade out. But you know who hasn't forgotten about him? Me! Because he's not just a meme anymore. He's a star. And this might sound like an insult, but he's really let the fame go to his head. It's not an insult, because he has let the fame go to his head in just the very best way. This dude knows how to work a crowd better than anybody I've ever seen. A spin and the pointy fingers, there's no beating that. Okay, look at this video of Mason Ramsey getting interviewed for some radio show.
You gonna do a whole album? Is that what you want to do the rest of your life? From now on, is that you want to just make country music?
What?
Right now, you're in front of more country music fans on the air than you've ever been in your life because this is the biggest country music channel ever.
Yep.
Tell all your girlfriends that, okay?
Okay.
Do you...
They've just been told.
Oh my God. I think he just made everybody in the crowd his girlfriends. Even the guys. That was so smooth. Now, if you're like me, you're probably thinking, okay, this kid's got a great voice. He's got great charisma. He's going places. But I'm a little worried. We all know what tends to happen to child stars. They get a little bit too big for their britches. Is that the expression? Big for their britches? Big in their britches? Their britches just can't hold him anymore. Like the same thing that happened with Justin Bieber a while ago. You get into the wrong crowd, you start hanging out with the wrong people, your career starts to take a dive, you know? You start acting out. People don't like you as much. You stop making music because you're just all about the cool kid's life. But don't worry. Mason Ramsey only surrounds himself with the best. Look at this video he posted on Twitter. It's got the caption, "Saturdays are for the boys." So this is what he does on his crazy Saturday nights. This is his crazy weekend plans. It's just him and a couple buds going absolutely apeshit on a banjo and some guitars. I mean, just look at them. They are absolutely losing it on these things. The kid on the banjo especially. Wow. Mason Ramsey only surrounds himself with other child prodigies. He just gets together with a group of buds and they just for like 10 hours straight. I guarantee it. They never say a word to each other, I bet. They just sit down and just... In the background, you just see like the sun coming up and going down, the moon coming up and going down over and over, and they're just like... Okay, look at this Instagram story. He finds a group of kids playing basketball, and he wants to join in, so look what he does. Yo! How cool is that? Mason just goes up to these kids and just goes, "Hallelujah!" And they're all like, "Oh shit, it's that kid!" Can you imagine being that famous? That well known for yodeling, that you can go up to any group of people and just go, "Hallelujah!" And they're like, "It's you!" So he introduces himself in the coolest way, and then he absolutely kills it on the court.
Hey, right here! Yeah!
Is there anything he can't do?
Ooh!
Wow, you're really just gonna do my boy Mason like that? Fouling him in cold blood, you sick fuck! I'm sorry guys, but I stand. There's no other way around it. I stand. A lot of people don't know this, but he's been releasing music. Actually, just a few days ago, he released an EP. He has a song called Famous that absolutely bops. Bops around in your head all day.
But girl, ever since I met you, I got a whole new perspective. If I'm gonna be famous for something, I wanna be famous for loving you.
I mean, sure, it's a little bit weird for an 11-year-old to be singing about being in love with someone, and sure, the song was probably written by like 20 label execs, but it does bop. I think my favorite thing without a doubt about Mason singing, I mean, it is very good, but my favorite thing about his singing is that he hasn't outgrown the phase that kids have where they don't show any emotion when they sing. Like, from when kids first learn how to sing, up until maybe 11 or 12, a kid singing in front of an audience just has absolutely no expression on their face. It's just, if I'm gonna be famous for some... Even if like the most beautiful voice is coming out of their mouth, it's just, there's nothing happening here. Next time you go to like a birthday party for a 5-year-old, watch all the kids sing happy birthday. It looks like they're summoning Satan. You know what I just realized? The reason he doesn't have an expression on his face is because he's just so goddamn cool that he doesn't give a shit. There's nothing cooler than not giving a shit, and this kid just clearly doesn't care at all. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty much a prodigy and I got famous because of my beautiful voice, but honestly, I just don't care. I know this video is a little bit different than my usual stuff, but sometimes it's nice to take a break from shitty content and watch something that's truly inspiring. If you're not Greg yet and you want to join, Greg is the strongest army on the internet. Greg is what I call my fans. It's probably the coolest name for a fan base ever. So if you want to join Greg, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications and you can be Greg. Thank you, Amber Morgan, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I climb up to the top of a mountain and I yell, "I'm king of the world!" And then I actually become king of the world. But it's not as exciting as it sounds. It's actually a pretty bureaucratic job. It's a lot of sitting in an office, waiting for things to happen. It's not very fun. So stay tuned for that. Bye! Yep, guys, I'm in a different room now. I moved my filming location into the basement, but not for the reason you'd think. It's because I don't want anyone to notice my pimple. So one concerning trend that's been going on lately is billionaires, very rich people building underground bunkers, presumably for the end times. You know, in case things go south, they can go south into the earth and live there until things blow over, or they could just live the rest of their lives underground. At least I assume that's what it's for. I guess I don't really know for sure. It's hard to get a straight answer from these guys. Maybe they all just sort of suddenly developed a love for going underground and just spending time in the earth. But I'm pretty sure that they, at the very least, think the apocalypse could happen, and they're trying to cover their bases, so to speak. Photographer visits underground house built by eccentric millionaire for nuclear fallout. And here's the first image showing what it describes as lifelike scenery is painted on the underground walls of the house. An underground house perfect for nuclear fallout, built by an eccentric millionaire, was visited by a photographer who documents doomsday locations. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that sentence sounds like a little bit too cheery to me. Perfect for nuclear fallout kind of seems like an oxymoron, you know? I feel like at the very least you can make do with nuclear fallout, but I wouldn't be like, oh, the world is ending? Oh, this is perfect. I know a spot. I have the absolute perfect place to go when all of my family has died and everything I've ever known is gone forever. Look, I know it's sad now, but just wait until we get down there and you can see the curtains I picked out. You're gonna freak. This would be a dream place to live during the apocalypse, at least better than any other bunker I've seen. So not only do I feel broke for the sheer act of not having a bunker, but then he's gonna shame other people who do have bunkers and be like, they might have bunkers, but they're not as nice as mine, man. Theirs don't look like a store in North Korea that's trying to make it look like real life, even though it's not. I do kind of feel like a lot of these things end up sort of being pissing contests between billionaires. They might not even care about the apocalypse. I think there just comes a point where you have so much money that spending them on normal things isn't enough anymore. You need to think of new and innovative ways to one-up other people and feel better than other people, so you gotta have that better underground bunker. You need to have a penchant for over-the-top kitsch. You need to have a penchant for over-the-top kitsch, insane color combinations, and James Bond villain layer aesthetics, which I do. I don't understand that quote. Is he saying, like, in order to make any bunker, you need to have a penchant for over-the-top kitsch? Or is he just saying to survive in this underground hell that I've created, you need to be able to tolerate what I've done here? So this is interesting. So this is part of the underground bunker. It's made to look like the outside of a house. Beautiful, you know, pink neon lighting, interesting vintage choice of couch, but if you look in the room, it kind of just looks like an ugly motel in there. What's going on there? I feel like he forgot to bring the vibe in there. The subterranean house comes with a bar area, a pool sauna, barbecue, putting green, guest house, pool table, grand piano, and a fountain. It's a guest house, you know, so like if during the apocalypse one of your friends wants to come over, one of your friends that got blown away by a nuclear bomb, if they want to just come over for a couple minutes, if you want to have one of the aliens over that took over, he can come down there, hang out. Isn't the whole point of a doomsday bunker that there is going to be nobody to come over to the guest house? Maybe one of his other billionaire friends who does have a bunker, but just not as nice of one. He's like, look, I know you're gonna really want to come to mine, so I have a guest house. Jeez, man. I don't even know how to describe the aesthetic. It kind of looks like something from the game Fallout, right? I'm actually asking, right? Does it look like that? I've never played Fallout, but I feel like it looks like that. One thing I fully do not understand about doomsday bunkers is like one this big feels like it needs a staff to run. You've got a pool, you've got a barbecue, you have a guest house. Are you having people work down there during the apocalypse? And if so, what is going to keep them working for you? If money doesn't mean anything anymore, like what is there to keep that hierarchical status in place? And also, like, you've got a barbecue. What are you gonna cook up some ribs? Where are you gonna get the pig? Where's the pig coming from? Maybe he's already got all this stuff stocked up. Okay, so looks like What's Inside, the YouTube channel, has actually toured this bunker. What's inside an $18 million luxury doomsday bunker?
One very interesting thing is this giant metal capsule. A lot of you are probably wondering, what is this? This right here could hold 5 human heads and 4 bodies. I don't really understand why it's 5 heads and 4 bodies.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about that too. I was just thinking that. The bodies and heads don't match up. If it were 5 heads and 5 bodies, I'd have nothing to say about this. I have one of those in my house, actually.
It really feels like you're in your own private oasis. This is 15,000 square feet.
It really doesn't feel like you're that much underground because like...
It doesn't feel like you're that much underground. Still definitely feels like you're a little bit underground, but I mean, we're 100 feet underground. This feels pretty nice. I would guess like 10 feet max. I mean, I guess guess there's no real indication that you're deep underground, but I feel like the fact that there's no windows really tips you off to the fact that there's something sinister going on. I will say, you know, it's nice. If you're into this aesthetic, it's probably going to keep you sane for slightly longer than someone that's just in like a metal, you know, warehouse submarine looking bunker.
And now you look across LA, there's the night shining. You even see the moon up there shining because of the black lights.
That's nice. It's so peaceful. I could imagine just looking out over this painting and like almost forgetting that 5 of my closest friends have been decapitated and are frozen 10 feet behind me in that pod. You know what's kind of crazy? I just realized it's kind of fitting that I'm in my basement right now for this video. I literally moved into my underground bunker to film this video about underground bunkers. Gotta say, mine is like a little bit underdecorated for the occasion though. I do feel like, as of right now, it is just a blank white room with a pull-up bar in the background. This is all a man needs during the apocalypse right here, baby. Just a pull-up bar and some white walls. And I do have a severed head over here. It's just not frozen or anything. It's just sitting there, so. Not even worth showing. The super rich preppers planning to save themselves from the apocalypse. Tech billionaires are buying up luxurious bunkers and hiring military security to survive a societal collapse they helped create. Damn. But like everything they do, it has unintended consequences. And like all their unintended consequences, the consequences are not for them, they're for everybody else. As a humanist who writes about the impact of digital technology on our lives, I am often mistaken for a futurist. The people most interested in hiring me for my opinions about technology are usually less concerned with building tools that help people live better lives in the present than they are for identifying the next big thing through which to dominate them in the future. I don't usually respond to their inquiries. Why help these guys ruin what's left of the internet, much less civilization? Okay, cook? Okay, go off. Let's hear what you have to say about these billionaires. That's how I found myself accepting an invitation to address a group mysteriously described as ultra-wealthy stakeholders out in the middle of the desert. Yeah, see, I feel like I would not accept that invitation, even if they wanted me to. I don't know what they would want me to talk about, actually. I don't know why a group of ultra-wealthy stakeholders would want me to talk. I don't even know what valuable insights I would have for them at all. They're like, Danny, can you tell us any valuable insights about the High School Musical franchise? We know you just spent 3 months working on that video. Do you have anything else to tell us? I'd be like, shit, okay. Yeah, drop me some cash, man, I'll tell you. Did you know it took 6 days to film Bet on it? Why'd it take that long? I would think I was gonna get killed, actually. If a bunch of wealthy people invited me to the desert, I'd think okay, you know, they're gonna pay me, but I will be hunted for sport, most likely, so would this be wise? Okay, so they started asking him questions like, how do I maintain authority over my security force after the event? The event. That was their euphemism for the environmental collapse, social unrest, nuclear explosion, social storm, unstoppable virus, or malicious computer hack. That's crazy! I mean, that's literally what I was just saying. What reason would they still have to protect you? Okay, let's say it's you, and then you've got a dozen security and staff working in your bunker. I think immediately, the moment you get down there and the hatch is sealed, I feel like suddenly the hierarchy flips and you are now on the bottom of the hierarchy. You just invited the strongest, most capable people you know to protect you into this bunker. That's your worst nightmare. You work for them now. Still, it's better than getting blown up in a nuclear explosion, but you are pretty much their servant for life now. This single question occupied us for the rest of the hour. They knew armed guards would be required to protect their compounds from raiders. That is true. I'm assuming that, given some kind of apocalypse, there's gonna be people that want to get in that bunker for safety. One already had secured a dozen Navy SEALs to make their way to his compound if he gave them the right cue. But how would he pay the guards once even his crypto was worthless? It's such a crazy question to ask. The billionaires are like, look, I know that even during an apocalypse, I'm going to be better than these people, but how do I make them see that? How do I convince them that they need to do what I say? Because I know for a fact they do, I just don't know why. Okay, now we got a video inside the doomsday bunker for the super rich.
From the outside, the security cameras, armored guard, and 8-ton steel doors are the only sign you're entering a top secret facility. In fact, this place is so top secret, I can't even tell you where it is.
That's interesting. So this isn't under some rich guy's house. This is a company that makes them and just puts them in the middle of nowhere. How would I even get there if something went down? I feel like I would need one right under my house, you know? You just go downstairs. What, are you gonna take a plane somewhere? Aliens are invading and you're gonna take a plane to your bunker? I don't think so, man. Aliens just pick up your plane, pick it up right up. You get sucked into there and you get tractor beamed right into their ship.
Inside, this 54,000 square foot complex boasts everything you could need to live through the end of days.
Ah, yes, everything you need to live through the end of days. I was just about to ask and make sure they had a mural of 2 parrots. That was gonna be on my list. I don't think I'd survive even a week in a bunker without a mural of parrots.
At the top, under the dome, are the recreation facilities like the pet park and climbing wall. Underneath that are the mechanical level, medical bay, and food stores, with luxury living quarters spread across the next 7 floors.
Oh, so I could have all the homies in here with me. That's cool. It's crazy. This place has a gym, it has a water park, it had a movie theater, bunk beds. These people are gonna be living better than like 99% of people do now. In the apocalypse. And at this point, it just feels like bragging. It's just like, all right, we get it, man. You're gonna outlive us all, you're gonna cause the apocalypse, and then you're gonna live through it, and we're not. We're gonna be having a civil war, being sent back to the Stone Age, and you're gonna be like, whee! On a water slide. It's like, all right, fine, do it, but don't make us look at your stupid bunker. What, do you have a computer lab? You got a school down there? This is all I'm gonna be thinking about now. If the apocalypse ever does happen someday. And I'm not like a doomsday prepper, by the way. I'm not like, the end is definitely coming, so don't perceive that from this video. I'm not trying to scare anybody. But if it ever does happen, I'm gonna make sure my family's safe, try to get us to safety. But in the back of my head, I'm gonna be like, Mark Zuckerberg's on a fucking merry-go-round or some shit right now, dude, for sure. Jeff Bezos is wearing like a pink apron in some weird retro fluorescent kitchen, making pancakes with his friends. Peter Thiel's mountain hideaway. PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel's dream home is part bunker, part mountain retreat. Yeah, I guess it depends how you look at it. Everything's about perspective, you know? It could be mountain retreat, it could be a nice little getaway for the family, or, it could be the worst thing that's ever happened to you. Peter Thiel's more of a glass half full kind of guy. While New Zealand was happy to grant Thiel residency after he spent 12 days in the country, the local planning departments aren't quite so easy to win over. Thiel's undulating retreat would have too great of an impact on the landscape. Not to mention they were all kind of put off by the fact that he's like, the apocalypse is coming, I gotta go underground, will you guys let me do it? They were like, wait, hold on, stop. What? Don't bring that to New Zealand. No, you can't. You can't. No. You can't. How was that? Okay, we got a video about Mark Zuckerberg's bunker, actually. Speaking of Mark Zuckerberg.
Are you officially sort of embracing your billionaire era?
I don't know. Well, I mean, the Kauai thing is really fun. We're doing ranching down there. I want to try to create the highest quality beef in the world. And we have this whole vertical integration plan.
Man, I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. Glad you're gonna have the best beef ever that none of us will get to try. No, that's cool, man.
You do have a bunker there. Is there something you know that we don't?
No, I think that's just like a little shelter.
I like her face. She's kind of like, look, I know this is a stupid question, but people are going to be wondering, do you think the apocalypse is going to happen? It's like, wait, no, he did actually probably build it for a reason, right?
No, I think that's just like a little shelter under, and it's like a
little shelter. What are you worried about?
Downplaying a shelter. He's the total opposite of the guy with the fluorescent retro bunker. No, it's just some stupid little shelter. It's stupid. You don't want to hear about it. In fact, don't even ask about it. Don't ask about it.
And then just like, there's just a bunch of storage space and like
just a bunch of storage space. It could only fit, I don't know, 5 heads, 4 bodies max. Inside Mark Zuckerberg's top secret Hawaii compound. I think you mean his basic little stupid house. Off the 2-lane highway that winds along the northeast side of the Hawaiian island of Kauai, on a quiet stretch of ranch land between the tourist hubs of Kapa and Hanalei, an enormous secret construction project is underway. All right, well, doesn't sound that secret. A secret construction project is underway. We found out about it because Mark was publicly talking about it in that one TikTok interview, and now we're letting you know. But it's a secret, so don't tell anyone. Nobody working on the project is allowed to talk about what they are building. Are you sure they're not allowed to talk about it, or maybe it's just just so boring they don't want to talk about it. Like if you go out for a beer with one of these guys and you're like, what are you building at Mark Zuckerberg's compound? They're probably just like, it's stupid. It's so tiny. I don't even want to talk about it. I hate talking about tiny little stupid things like that. I wonder if they're allowed to talk about it while they're building it, or if they're like, the construction boss is like, all right, we're gonna start doing this wall, or shit. I mean, we're gonna not do that. We're gonna, nobody do anything, actually. Everybody stop. The project is so huge that a non-insignificant share of the island is bound by the NDA, but everyone here knows who's behind it. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta. Tall tales about the compound and its owner run rampant on the local rumor mill, known colloquial as the Coconut Wireless. One person heard that Zuckerberg was building a vast underground city. Well, that's not what I heard. I heard it was like a tiny little crawl space. Detailed planning documents obtained by wire through a series of public record requests show the makings of an opulent techno Xanadu, complete with underground shelter and what appears to be a blast-resistant door. You know, just to protect you from a hurricane, an explosive hurricane. So unfortunately, there's no pictures or videos, I guess, of Mark Zuckerberg's mansion or his underground bunker. I guess like the one thing we could look forward to in an apocalypse is maybe he'll go down there and he'll post pictures of it on Instagram or something. While we're all sort of toiling away in the Stone Age fields of tomorrow, trying to harvest crops in the radiated soil, we can check our phones and Mark Zuckerberg's like petting a zebra underground or something. We can kind of imagine what it might be like though with this video. Inside $45 million mansion with underground bunker. This is from my boy Ennis. I actually love his videos. I watch them all the time. He just tours like insane mansions and whatnot, and it's just kind of fun to put on in the background after a long day. Okay, bunker entrance.
We have these double doors here opening up. Mikey, can we pan up the ceiling? Those are security shutters. This is where we have the spacious lobby. It's a nice open space.
Okay, I gotta say, this might be the ugliest one yet, actually. I'm sure the rest of the house was nice. Let's take a peek at what the actual house looks like. I mean, the outside of the house is beautiful. Yeah, it looks like there's some nice attention to detail in the home. Very ornate, not necessarily my style, but it's done up. The bunker, I guess at the very least we can rest assured it doesn't look like these rich people are convinced the end times are happening yet, because they haven't quite zhuzhed it up yet. I don't think they're quite ready. So everyone hold off on the end times. They're not ready yet. They got to figure out what they're doing with this space first. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. They have a tiki bar. Fuck! Oh, shit. Nope, they're ready. They've got pool table. They've got claw machine. And they have enough prizes to last them a lifetime. Spider-Man pinball. All right, well, that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to look at some bunkers from my bunker. Bye. I want you to take a second to imagine a world where Mike Tyson, the famous boxer, is actually not known for boxing. In this world, Mike Tyson is instead a competitive pigeon racer. He's known around the world for how he cares for and obsesses over his pigeons. When he talks, he's not talking about boxing. He's talking about pigeons. And when you see him on TV, he's not boxing. He's racing pigeons. Now, what if I told you that you actually don't have to imagine that world at all, because that's the world that you live in. And also, I do too. We all do. It's not just you, don't worry. We live in the Mike Tyson pigeon universe. I'm kind of making this video because I feel like I'm going insane. Like, I feel like I'm the only person who didn't know this about Mike Tyson. The man is obsessed with pigeons. And see, the thing is, I feel like I knew he like was into exotic animals before. Like, I feel like I've seen pictures of him with tigers. That's a thing, right? Mike Tyson tiger. Yeah, okay, there we go. So that's a thing people know about him, because I knew this. I'm not even into boxing. Mike Tyson and his strange relationship with his pet tigers. Well, dude, honestly, wait until you find out about his strange relationship with his pigeons, man. This is a clip from a show on Animal Planet called Taking on Tyson Ready to Rumble. This is a show exclusively about Mike Tyson's competitive pigeon racing hobby. So first off, terrible name for a show, dude. You picked one of the most famous boxers in the world, entitled the show Ready to Rumble, and expected people to know it was about pigeons? Pigeons don't rumble. Do they? I actually don't. I don't know, I guess. Anyway, this is the first clip that I saw that led me down this rabbit hole, so I feel like I should show it to you guys first. This is a trailer for this show.
Pigeons are born to fly. That's why God gave them wings.
That's such a ridiculous yet obvious thing to say. I don't know who this guy is, but I hope he gets a lot of screen time in this show. I'm just trying to imagine who he was talking to. Like, what was that in response to? Mike Tyson being like, dude, I love pigeons. I just don't get why they have wings, you know?
When I look in the mirror, I'm only looking at one winner. That's me, baby.
So this trailer doesn't really explain much about the show, but you do get a look at like the cast of characters. It's all like the toughest looking dudes you can imagine, Mike Tyson included, and they're all super into pigeon racing. There's this guy who's even doing like boxing motions. Yeah, you know what I'm ready to do. Ah, we got Mike Tyson in here. We're ready to breed some pigeons, baby. You've got this guy who's like standing on a rooftop smoking a cigar. It all feels like this is like a Rocky-esque documentary about someone getting ready for a fight, but instead it's a bunch of men participating in the most whimsical sport I could imagine. The only person I've ever seen that's like this into pigeons before is the lady from Home Alone 2. So in my head, like that's what a person who's into pigeons looks like. So I was very surprised in this commercial to see all of these like super tough dudes being like, my friend Mike Tyson here, he doesn't like to lose, especially not when it comes to racing little tiny birds.
I'm just looking forward to beating Helder and Joe Green, okay?
Taking on Tyson. New episode.
At the end of the trailer, it kind of looks like he's like trying to fly away with them. Take me with you! I want to fly away with you! I want to fly! Okay, here's another clip. This one's called Taking on Tyson Neighborhood Blues.
By 1976, Mike, aged 10, had been abandoned by his father and lived with his mother, brother, and sister on Atlantic Avenue.
Okay, so right now seems like just like a pretty standard documentary, honestly, about Mike Tyson's life, talking about his difficult upbringing. But if I know Mike Tyson, there's probably one thing in particular in his life that he could sort of like channel all of his frustration into that would eventually get him out of this situation.
It was as a child adrift on these streets that Mike first connected with the birds.
Yep, and that's what I thought it was gonna be. That is what I thought.
They had Danny had pigeons over here, Chucky. All these guys had pigeons on this side too. We used to go over there and try to tap them off and steal their birds and stuff.
It all kind of sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it? I feel like I'm watching TV from an alternate dimension, but knowing that this is from the universe that I live in, it sounds like a euphemism.
I had horrible pigeons. They couldn't fly much, but they were beautiful. And they were just show birds.
They were just show birds? What show? He's like, they weren't racing birds, they were just show birds, unfortunately. You know, they used to compete in those, pigeon shows? No, we don't know. Do we? Do you guys know? Now I gotta Google pigeon show, man. Okay, we've got like different types of pigeons up here. Pigeons and doves. You've got typical pigeons. Sounds like someone who was just betrayed by a pigeon. Typical fucking pigeon, man. Okay, pigeon shows and poultry center. Poultryshowcentral.com. Okay, that is a pretty nice looking pigeon, honestly, so I could see why you would want to put that in a show. Damn, actually it's a really nice looking pigeon. Should I get into pigeons?
And I was really insecure about letting some quality pigeons out because I didn't know about training them. I just wanted to possess them.
I like that at the start, before he started racing them or anything, he just wanted them, and he didn't know why. He was like, I just gotta get my hands on these fuckers. And saying I wanted to possess them is a really funny way to say that.
I just wanted to possess them.
Because who uses the word possess like that? I would like to go to the store. I would like to possess some new clothing. But honestly, as a kid who grew up like collecting Pokemon cards, but didn't even know how to play the game that you play with Pokemon cards, I get it, you know? You just like the way they look. You like how shiny they are. And sure, it might not have been a show Pikachu, and you didn't even know how to train the damn beast, but I wanted to possess him nonetheless. I wanted to sort of spiritually control his body and make him commit heinous acts. I wanted to possess the Pikachu.
You can't imprison them. You have to have the freedom. You have to be on their will to come with you. And that's where you get the gratitude to believe that they're here because they love me. This bird has a bond with me. This is my bird.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Seems like a nice hobby, honestly, and it seems like it makes Mike Tyson really happy. Seems like he has a lot of emotional connection with these birds. I love that for him. I just personally wish that somebody fucking told me that this was a thing. It was surely somebody's responsibility to tell me Mike Tyson was obsessed with pigeons. It also is a little concerning that it seems like it took him a long time to learn that he can't imprison the pigeons.
You can't imprison them. You have to have the freedom. You have to be on their will to come with you.
And after 20 years of shit, basically torturing the pigeons, I learned that you actually do have to let them fly sometimes, because that's what they do. They're birds. That's why God gave them wings.
This bird has a bond with me. This is my bird.
Cuts to a pigeon that has no idea what the fuck is going on. This bird loves me. This bird knows who I am. This bird remembers it's me every time I see it, and I love him too. The birds actually probably do know who he is, and do, like, you know, have a bond with him. I feel like birds are pretty smart, more smart than people give them credit for. Parrots can talk, so I know at least they're smart.
But for Tyson, Brownsville was never a happy home.
Thank you, baby. I love you. I don't miss this neighborhood.
That's such a funny cut. I mean, I get what they're trying to say, but it just cut from a woman being like, we miss you so much, oh, we love you, to Mike being like, I fucking hate this place, man, and everyone here. The only people I fuck with around here are the pigeons, actually, come to think of it. Where are the pigeons at? One of the best documentaries on pigeons so far. So far? Okay, this is like an entire paragraph, but I feel like there's so much to unpack in just that first sentence. First off, so far? How many more pigeon documentaries do you think there's gonna be? Also, this is a documentary about Mike Tyson. It happens to be about his love for pigeons, but it's not about pigeons. It's not like pigeons evolved from dinosaurs 4 million years ago and they eat bread and they like flying around and some of them know Mike Tyson. No, the video's about Mike Tyson. This whole thing feels like if there was like a documentary about Tom Brady that came out that was like Tom Brady, a living legend, and that's the name of it. And then the whole thing is about how he like knits competitively. He does competitive knitting.
You can't imagine how many ferocious beating I took over these pigeons. When my life was at stake and guys, people throwing you off the roof, kicking you, man, over these birds.
Actually, Mike, that is 100% true. I would not believe it. I actually do not believe someone threw you off the roof over some birds. Although it would be sick to see, dude. Imagine Mike Tyson's trying to like steal somebody's pigeons. They throw him off the roof and then Peter Pan style, Mike Tyson comes floating back up on top of the roof carried by his pigeons. He's like, they may just be showbirds, baby, but they're my showbirds and they love me and they know who I am. Stop laughing. They know who I am.
You can't imagine how many ferocious beating I took over these pigeons.
How many ferocious beatings did you take over the pigeons, Mike? I want to know, what was the scenery like when you were getting punched over these pigeons? Were you like in a stadium, like an arena full of people? Were you in sort of like a square enclosure wearing big puffy gloves? That's actually how Mike's coach motivated Mike for each fight. Mike Tyson doesn't know what boxing is. His coach was just like, Mike, this guy in the ring, he wants to steal your pigeons, and the only way he says he won't is if you can tango with him in the ring for 8 rounds, baby. I feel like I'm gonna go back and watch like old pre-fight footage of Mike Tyson when they're like shit-talking each other, and the first guy's like, Mike Tyson's going down, dude. He doesn't stand a chance against me. I'm crazy. And Mike's like, I don't want to hurt this guy, but it's the only way I can get my pigeons back.
What we love about these birds is what we can't get from human beings, and that's loyalty. And that's what the connection is with them.
No wonder Mike was good friends with Tupac. No, dude, do not tell me Tupac raced birds too and I didn't know this. Okay. Tupac was also all about being loyal to the ones he loved and cherished as friends. Well, okay. No, that's true.
This is Tyson's Corner. This is something I absolutely adore doing, of course. I'm a pigeon man. Anybody that's familiar with having the pigeon bug knows this is going to be amazing.
Okay, so in this clip, you can actually see some of the pigeons that Mike owns, you know? He's talked about how he likes pigeons, but this is the first time we're actually getting to see, like, part of the enclosure where he keeps all the pigeons.
You know, I've been doing this since I was 9 years old. You know, of course, people are more familiar with me being a fighter, but...
I'm glad, honestly, that he said it, because it's what I've been thinking the whole time. I'm glad he at least acknowledged the boxing. I even felt like at the beginning of this clip, I was being gaslit, because he's in a boxing gym, but he's like, and you know why we're here? To talk about my pigeons.
I wanted to show you these beautiful white bars that this bird possesses.
There he goes using that word again, possess. I think he just really likes that word. He uses it a lot for someone that's not like a wizard, right?
What do you say to people who say pigeons are a nuisance?
I don't know. Some pigeons to me are a nuisance. I have some of my birds that don't want to fly in the stock, so he becomes a nuisance to me. But
yeah, I don't know if Mike like understood the question. I don't think most people think pigeons are a nuisance because they won't like fly into their coop correctly when you want them to like go to bed. Yeah, New Yorkers, man, they hate those pigeons. You know, every time they see one, they're like, why won't this pigeon just follow me back to my house and obey my orders like I want it to, dude?
I can't believe it.
Oh my god. Holy shit! That's the Mike Tyson I know, man. Come here, little birdie, sweet little bird. Come here, fucker! He just got done talking about, like, not showing hostility towards the birds, too.
Of course you're gonna have some kind of hostility towards them if you have no kind of understanding.
Yeah, you gotta have understanding, you know? You gotta be loving and caring. Come here! Caught it right out of the air!
I can't believe it.
I also kind of feel like the birds might not share the same amount of affection that Mike has for them, dude. When he walked over, before he even started reaching for them, all the birds were like, nope, fuck this, nope, he's back, he's back. That's why he had to grab so quickly, dude. He grabbed that bird so hard, I was half expecting him to grab it, and then when he like opens his hand, it's just sand comes out. Oh, damn it, I grabbed too hard. Here's one of the best interviews I could find about Mike Tyson talking about pigeons, and it actually kind of ties into how he became a boxer in the first place. The video is called Mike Tyson, A Pigeon Caused My First Fight.
I had all these birds one day that, that just suddenly popped up in this living room of mine, so.
Yeah, so he starts the story with like the least relatable thing ever, and I'm immediately lost. So I was just chilling around one day and a bunch of birds popped up in my living room, you know. Yeah, no, dude, we know. We get it.
I had told some friends of mine from another neighborhood, and they had brought some other guys from the neighborhood to steal the birds. One guy put a bird in there and ran out, so I ran after him. Please, give me my bird. Please, can I have my bird? Oh, you want your bird? First smack me. You want this? And the bird ripped the bird head off, hit me with the bird, threw blood on me.
So, the story is someone stole one of his birds, and then he ripped its head off and threw it back at Mike? Did Mike Tyson fight Ozzy Osbourne? Was that his first fight? Again, I feel like I'm in an alternate dimension where like birds are currency. You walk down a dark alley at night and you see old women getting their pigeons stolen by burglars and ski masks.
How many do you have?
I don't know, I may have 100 in there.
It's 100 what you have altogether, or do you have more?
No, I have a few thousand in New York City.
Okay, that's what I thought.
At first, I thought that was a joke. Him saying, I've got a couple thousand in New York City. I thought he was just being like, well, every bird in New York is mine. I thought that was the joke. No, he actually does have thousands of birds in New York. Because every time in an interview, when someone asks him how many birds he has, it's like a drastically different number, but it's always at least 1,000. Mike Tyson has a shit ton of birds. And if you watch a little bit more of this interview, you might find out why the number is so drastically different every time he brings it up.
Part of my life is just like a guy that owns horses and watches his horses, or have cows or dogs. It's just a part of your life. If you don't have them, like, it's a bad season, the disease come by, wipe you all out, you wait a while, then you get more.
Yeah, dude, it's just like raising a dog or a cat, you know? Sometimes you have a bad season and a plague rolls through and just kills all of your animals. I guess I don't know anything about pigeons. So I guess I don't know if that's normal or not, but thousands of them at a time will die, and then he's just like, oh, time to get new ones. Yeah, I love these things so much, man, and I have a personal bond with each one of them, and then like once a year, all of them die, thousands of them, and then I just, buy new ones, and it means nothing to me.
Even though Peter's always kicking my butt.
That's weird. I can't imagine why that would be.
I love animals. Maybe I don't always know the best routine on how to fix them when they're sick or anything. But
sounds like you don't have any routine to fix them while they're sick. Sounds like they all die.
Like if you look at my refrigerator, you may see a whole conglomerate and dynamic of just animal medicine. It's very important. They're very temperamental.
They're very temperamental, man. You have to be very careful with them, otherwise they will all die. Cut to the shot of him snatching that pigeon out of the air with all of his might.
They'll fall to pieces any moment.
Aren't these the birds that survive in like the dirtiest cities in the world? I think it might be you, man. I hate to say it, I think you might be killing these birds.
And people might not understand this, but this is, you can take them 600 miles away, right? And they'll still come back to your coop?
The record is just for 600 legally, where the birds is usually able to fly in one day. Anything more than that, I guess they're gonna consider it animal cruelty.
I guess they consider it animal cruelty, dude. I don't get it. They seem fine to me. And I'm a pretty good judge of these things. I know when pigeons are scared. Come here!
How about the pigeon you've had that has lived the longest?
I think I had a 14-year-old bird before.
Okay, 14 years old. That sounds pretty good. I think that's like how long birds live anyway. Let me Google it. How long do pigeons live? Okay, rock dove lives for 6 years. Oh wait, adults may live up to 15 years, with birds in captivity reaching over 30 years. Although a more realistic lifespan in feral population is around 4 years. Okay, so that was like a bunch of different answers, but sounds like that's a pretty respectable age, as long as you ignore the part where they can live up to 30 years.
There's one bird in there that I'm attached to, and this is really crazy. It's a solid white bird, and I really don't like solid white birds that much.
I want you to keep that soundbite in your head real quick. He says, I don't like solid white birds.
And I really don't like solid white birds that much. They draw too much attention for birds of prey.
They draw too much attention from birds of prey, okay? He's on record. He doesn't like solid white birds. Now let's watch this clip of Mike Tyson on the Carson Daily Show receiving a gift of a new pigeon. Because Carson, I guess, heard that Mike loves pigeons.
I hope this
is okay, but I wanted to get you a pigeon because I know it's near and dear to your heart, and so there's a gift for you.
man.
Oh no, dude, it's a white pigeon. Uh-oh. Well, I'm sure Mike will just, be polite about it and just be like, thank you anyway, and he'll just, put it somewhere and let it live out its life, and it'll be fine.
Yo, listen.
Immediately scares the shit out of the bird. Mike, I don't think you're as good at reading pigeons as you think. Or maybe he just hates white birds that much, where he's just like, oh, hey, fucker, hey.
Oh, Carson, man. How do you open the cage, man?
Open the cage, man. I want to kill this bird. I hate this bird, man. How do I get in this thing?
What do you think? It's a pretty, is it pretty?
No, it's a piece of Carson, but I'm going to discuss it and tell you why. I'm gonna
Is it really?
So when I give him to my hawk, I had a hawk that.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, he's gonna get home and he's gonna feed the pigeon to his hawk.
So when I give him to my hawk, I had a hawk that.
Yeah.
What was that thing he said about like forming bonds and loving them, having special relationships with each bird? Mike's like, oh yeah, I probably should have told you. The only thing that I like more than pigeons is hawks. I have about 10,000 hawks, and they gotta eat, baby.
Can we open this cage? Anybody here?
Can we please open this cage? I want to kill this thing. All right, guys. Well, I hope you learned a little something in this video about the wild and wacky world of pigeon racing and Mike Tyson, because again, it is the world that you live in. Bye-bye. To the average person, it might look like I'm about to commit shoplifting, as I place item after item into my shopping cart and then leave without checking out, scanning my items, or talking to anyone. But I'm not shoplifting. I'm using technology. You see, this is a new type of store that uses sensors, cameras, and AI to track me through the aisles, adding every item that I pick up to a virtual cart. And the moment I exit the store, it charges my account. It's an incredible new technology created by Amazon called Just Walk Out, and it's in dozens of Amazon Fresh grocery stores, just like this one. I'm not just gonna not eat them. Okay, anyway, where was I in the script before I became a criminal? Oh yeah, they're an incredible new technology. They're called Amazon Fresh Stores, and they are a gigantic lie. You see, while Amazon was touting these stores as a cashierless solution that allowed them to use AI to cut out all of the on-location workers, it turns out what it really meant by AI was anonymous Indians. Amazon's Just Walk Out stores relied on 1,000 people in India watching, not AI. So it turns out that even though they started implementing this technology in stores in like 2016, as of 2023, Amazon still needed 1,000 people in India reviewing about 70% of all orders to make sure that it worked. In other words, it didn't work. It's just crazy because, like, why did they lie, you know? They didn't have to implement this technology into stores. I don't think anyone was asking for this. And yet, I feel like this kind of thing has been happening a lot lately. Tech companies have been taking some big swings and some even bigger misses. Like so big that in this baseball metaphor, the pitcher's throwing it right down the middle and the batter is in the stands just bashing some fan's head in. And that's why I've gathered you here today at Greg Tech's 2024 Developers Conference, where I will be testing some of the year's greatest tech flops. Starting with the Humane AI Pin. I did a video on the AI Pin when it was announced months ago as this sort of AI-powered phone replacing device that you wear on your shirt. And look, personally, I'm all for rethinking the form factor of the smartphone to make it less distracting while still maintaining all of the functionality, but unfortunately, the AI Pin did the opposite of both of those things. In the demos on their own product announcement, it was screwing up hard. It was messing up facts. It also seemed super difficult to use. And it seemed like they were being intentionally vague about what the thing even did in the first place.
It's a standalone device and software platform.
It seemed like the type of thing that literally only a sucker could buy. But that turned out not to be true because I bought one. I ordered this thing in like February and then didn't hear from them for a few months until April, when I got an email alerting me that it was time to set up my account. And boy, was I excited. So I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot that I bought this, but now my AI pin is ready to be personalized, apparently. Before we can ship you your AI pin, you will need to complete a few quick steps. So I have to set it up before they're even gonna send it to me? Kind of feels like they're calling my bluff. You don't really want this thing. How committed are you to the AI pin? Will you set it up before we even ship it to you? You probably won't configure your Humane subscription, set up your AI pin passcode, and add contacts. And honestly, I don't really want to do those things, but I guess they're not going to send it to me unless I do. It's time to set up your AI pin. There comes a time in every young man's life where he has to set up his AI pin. It's a rite of passage. Oh, that's fun. Woo! Is this it? Am I setting it up? Get a little over here, a little over here. It turns out that in addition to the $700 I spent on this thing, I also had to pay $24 a month to access features like the wireless network, cloud storage, and AI services, which in layman's terms are all of the things that the pin does. Luckily, the first 3 months of this service are free, so I probably will never have to actually pay for it. Set up your passcode. Okay, could you guys not look? I'm about to type in my secure passcode. Okay. Your passcode is easy to guess. Consider setting a more secure passcode. Yeah, but could it be so simple that it's actually, you would never guess it? All right, I'll change it. How is that easy to guess? It's my birthday. I guess, does it know my birthday? Do you know my birthday? Fun fact, I actually didn't know this before recording this video, but it turns out almost every single combination of 4 numbers is easy to guess. How is that easy to guess? But eventually, I reached into the dark recesses of my mind and came up with a number combination so random, so, quite frankly, disgusting, that no one, not even God, not even me later in this video, will be able to guess it. Okay, well, let me write this down somewhere so that I don't forget it. Already using my phone for something because I don't have the pin yet, so I have to use the phone to remember the passcode to the thing that is gonna replace my phone. Connect your services. Oh, cool, I can connect my Google Photo and Title services, which I have both. And just like that, I was done. I have solved Humane's riddles, and now they have to send me my prize. All right, well, I guess the next time you see me, I'm gonna have the AI pin in my possession. It might even be right here. Okay, we'll see if I remember to do that transition. I don't remember the transition I was gonna do, so don't ask. At first I was pretty surprised by how big the box was. I thought that I had just ordered a little tiny pin, but I guess it comes with a bunch of accessories, like a sticker that just says Humane. Cool! But you guys don't care about all that. You guys just wanna see the pin. And my God, she was beautiful. What? Oh, shit. Okay, that's my bad. No, I thought that it was gonna be attached in there more securely. Come on, Danny, you dunce! But a dunce who was about to become half dunce and half machine. Oh! Oh! In order to start using the pin, I had to unlock it with my passcode, which was explained to me via the laser ink display and an extremely coherent AI voice.
To enter your pass, tap the touchpad, push, and then pull your hand out to get started. Then raise it if you don't see the laser ink display.
Okay, this is kind of crazy though. Look at it. Look at this. This is like the weirdest way to type in a number ever. I'm gonna do my passcode now. Wrong. I forgot what my passcode was. Incorrect passcode? What would I have made my passcode? I forgot that I made a passcode. I forgot that I wrote the passcode down in my phone. I tried to click forgot passcode and it told me to go to this website to change it. But somehow, in order to do that, you need to know your existing passcode. Luckily, I recorded me making the passcode so I could go back and watch the screen recording of me doing it. If I was not a YouTuber recording a video about this product, I think I would be locked out forever. Come on, come on, come on, please. Yes, yes, welcome Danny. All right. After months of waiting, I was in. Now it's time to see what this device is capable of. What is my name?
Your name is not currently known. Please provide it if you would like it to be remembered.
Actually, what's a cool kind of techno cyber sounding name that you could call me instead?
Creating name. How about Neon Vortex?
Yeah, call me that.
Noting your name as Neon Vortex.
I know I might have seemed all cheery and excited about this name on the surface, but the truth is, it destroyed me. I have never heard a name before that not only sounded so cool, but also embodied everything I wished I was. Suave, confident, futuristic. He was everything. Everything I could never be. Neon Vortex. This is the home screen. I'm all caught up, whatever that means. Nothing to report here, man, don't worry. You've got nothing to worry about.
Your AI pin needs to cool down for a few minutes.
What? Yeah, so apparently it does that.
like a lot. If you use the display for more than 10 minutes, or the pin is in close proximity to a heat source, such as, I don't know, the human body, then it'll shut itself down so it can cool down for a few minutes. But hey, man, that's fine with me, you know, that just gives me more time to think. To think about him. The next day, I decided to put the pin's basic phone functionality to the test. Things like calling, texting, navigation. Since this thing is essentially supposed to replace your phone, it should be pretty convenient to do all this stuff on the pin. It should be. The weird thing is it seems like you can't make any changes to the pin on the pin itself for some reason. So if you want to change any settings or add contacts, which I needed to do to test this as a phone, you have to use Humane's web portal on an inferior device like a computer or a phone. Gross! Not a great start for the pin, but now that I have done that, I should hopefully never ever have to use one of those ancient relics again.
It's just one flashing green speck over here. I guess the laser ink display is already kind of messed up. Probably not a good sign for this technology, but you know what? This is a new thing, this whole laser ink display, so I will, whoa.
Cowboy Carter, time to strike a match and...
What am I playing? Beyonce? And Dolly Parton. Don't know how I started playing that. Guess that's just a feature. If you make just the right gesture, it'll start playing the newest Beyonce song that exists.
All right, let's start off by trying a phone call on this thing. I'm gonna try to call my wife Laura to tell her that I miss her.
Call my wife.
I'm sorry, I couldn't find a contact for my wife.
Okay, fair enough. It doesn't know who my wife is, so I'll just tell it.
If I tell you who my wife is, will you remember?
Your AI pin can remember who your wife is if you provide the information.
Excellent.
So I told it, my wife's name is Laura.
Please remember this. It's very important to me.
Updating memory, noting that your wife is Laura.
I wish people said that every time you told them something important. Updating memory. Yo, what's up, dude? My name's Paul. Updating memory. Analyzing Paul.
Great, so now we're both on the same page. My wife is Laura, and I want to call my wife. So now it will call Laura, right?
Call my wife.
Multiple matching contacts. Which one do you mean? Laura Fuexlow or Claire?
What? Claire? The girl I went to college with.
Unfortunately, I did have to go back onto my computer to figure this out, and amongst all the data stored within my portal, like my name being Neon Vortex and the tunes I've been rocking out to lately, was the answer. My wife's name, according to the pin, was Lore.
It thinks my wife's name is Lore. No, that's simply not correct.
So I went ahead and fixed it in the portal, you know, that's what the portal's there for, so I fixed it, I changed it, and now it's gonna work.
Call my wife.
There are multiple matching contacts. Which one do you mean?
Oh my god. Call Laura Fuchel.
I'm sorry. I couldn't find a contact for Laura Fuexlow.
How?
Okay, so at this point, I don't know what was wrong. It was just like straight up forgetting which contacts it had. It said it couldn't call Laura because it didn't have her contact. Then it said it couldn't call Eddie because it didn't have his contact.
Call Eddie Burback.
I'm sorry. I couldn't find a contact for Eddie Burback.
Why not?
And you might think, Danny, maybe there was an error transferring the contacts. Maybe it really doesn't have these contacts. But I know it had Eddie's contact, and do you know how I know? Because it could text Eddie.
Can you text Eddie Burback?
What do you want the message to say?
Okay, all right. Still not sure if this is gonna work, but finally, thank God, it's letting me do something.
Hey, Eddie, it's your... Is it...
Cowboy Carter, time to strike a match.
No, I'm not trying to play Cowboy Carter. Oh god, now it's playing Metro Boomin. Stop.
Anyway, eventually I sent the text to Eddie. It worked. I didn't have any way to know it worked because there's no screen on this device. You can't see what the message you sent said or anything. So I guess you just gotta hope and pray it goes through and accurately transcribes what you said to it, which frankly I am not confident in after the whole lore debacle.
Okay. Eddie just texted my actual phone and said, I know you made a video on the pin and I'm positive this is you, but it still feels like a scam, LMAO. I'm too scared to text back to a random number claiming to be my friend.
Regardless of scaring my friend, the text went through. This was a huge confident boost. Time to try calling my wife again.
Call Laura. What? What is...
Message has been recorded. Record your message after the tone.
Oh, whoa.
Simply hang
No,
up
no.
when done. Or for delivery
Hang up.
options, press the pound sign.
I don't want to play like that. I don't want to play Metro Boomin. Hang up. Am I still recording a message? Cancel. I've been on the phone with her for a minute. Hang up.
It was some man being like, I don't want to play like that?
Okay, well, yeah, I'd say that was a success.
I'd seen a few demos online of Humane's GPS navigation solution, and while it did seem kind of annoying to have to hold your hand up like this the entire time, it seemed pretty doable as long as they stuck to this and didn't do anything crazy like, I don't know, going in a completely different direction and making it borderline unusable. So to test it for myself, I drove to a part of town I don't know very well, about a mile away from the nearest Smoothie King with hopes of the pin guiding me to a delicious, delectable treat.
Navigate to Smoothie King?
Head north on South Columbia Street towards East Gardner Road. Turn right onto East Gardner Road, then left onto South Washington Street. Follow South Washington Street and turn right onto East Chicago Avenue.
It just gave me all of the directions at once. I wasn't ready for it. What, am I supposed to have a notebook to write that down? Also, sorry for the noise. If you live in Illinois or one of the surrounding states, you know, it's cicada season. It's the year of the cicada and they're everywhere. Oh. One just landed on my shoe and then got pissed off that I moved.
Eventually, I realized if I look at the laser display, it displays the directions, but not like it did in any of the demos. It just gives you a block of text with every single direction written down. If you're in the shade, that is. If you're in the sun, it gives you nothing. Can't see anything. I was very confused by this and thought surely this could not be right. What happened to all those demos? So just to be sure I wasn't missing something, I asked it again, and this time I got an even stranger response.
Directions to Smoothie King.
For accurate and up-to-date directions, consider using a map service like Google Maps or a GPS navigation.
What? Can you give me step-by-step walking instructions to the Smoothie King?
For step-by-step walking directions, it's best to use a navigation app like Google Maps for the most accurate and up-to-date route.
I thought you had navigation instructions. What?
So now not only was it forgetting things that it could do in the demo, it was also forgetting that it just moments earlier had given me step-by-step instruction. This thing was regressing at a rapid rate, and if I ever wanted to get to Smoothie King, I was just gonna have to use the directions on my hand and go.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna use those written out directions, which start with head south on this road, Columbia Street, and I actually don't know which way is south, so I guess I just have to use the sun to try to figure that out. So the sun is directly overhead. What does that mean? Okay, while I'm walking aimlessly, I just got a text from Laura. So I'm gonna use a feature that I've seen them use in the demos where you tell it to catch me up on all my notifications. Tell me what I missed. And it's supposed to like summarize all your notifications. Since I just have one, I assume it's just gonna tell me what Laura said. Can you catch me up?
Your message to Laura Fuexlo says, can you catch me up? Okay to send.
No, I want you to tell me what Laura said. What did she say? Can you tell me what she said?
Finding Laura.
Finding Laura?
Laura asked, okay, hello, what we thinking about lunch?
Oh no, guys. I told Laura that I was having a smoothie for lunch, and now she's saying that she wants a smoothie for lunch too, and I didn't have the heart to tell her that I was just meandering aimlessly down the street with no clear end in sight. And I told her I would get her one, which means I'm on a time crunch now. So that's when I had to kick it into high gear. Walking under the beating sun through a sea of cicada corpses, I trudged, and I trudged. Then I realized I had been walking the wrong way for 10 minutes, so I trudged the other way. And after about 35 minutes, I finally made it.
I got my smoothies. Let's go. Let's go. Take a picture of my smoothies. Yeah, I don't know if it took the picture.
Alright gang, now that Papa's had his smoothie, it's time for a smoothie-fueled lightning round! Enough about practical functions, let's see if this thing can have some fun. First, can it do bizarre music prompts? Play music written by YouTubers named Danny. Wow, I don't think my music has ever sounded quite this bad. Yes! Can it detect food like in the commercials? Can I eat this?
Yes, you can eat the mandarin orange.
Yes! Unless it's a tomato and you hold it so it can't see the stem, in which case it thinks it's a red ball.
It's a red ball. No, you cannot eat it.
Oh, what are you, my mother? I'm eating the red ball.
Not safe to eat the red ball. Please reconsider.
Can it prevent me from eating too much salt?
No, you cannot eat the salt directly. It's meant to be used in small amounts to season food.
Yes! Can I buy things like in the demo?
What is this book?
Okay, by this point, I probably just could have read the title.
Titled The Sneetches and Other Stories.
How did it know? Okay, buy it.
Purchasing is not supported.
No! But most importantly, can this AI be sweet to my dog?
You can be sweet to the dog by petting it gently, giving it treats, speaking to it in a calm and soothing voice.
I'm happy to report that yes. Yes, it can.
It's a good boy. And here's a treat. Good boy. You know what? Now this isn't so bad. This is just petting a dog. This has nothing to do with the AI pimp.
Does anyone want to buy this from me? It's, really good. Over the past few months, Mark Zuckerberg has been hopping on the AI bandwagon hard, adding AI features to all of Meta's apps, most notably perhaps in Instagram, where you can't even go to the search bar without Meta's AI trying to suggest searches to you. Sorry, do you think that I came to the search bar because I knew I wanted to search, but I didn't know what for? That's not how searching works. They've also released a bunch of chatbots in Instagram. I like using the word release there because it kind of sounds like a tech product is being released onto the world, but it also kind of sounds like they're unleashing a horde of monsters upon us. They've released the AI chatbots! Oh fuck, that one looks like Mr. Beast! This is really awesome, you know? Personally for me, one of my favorite things about social media is that it started out as a way to connect with each other, but ended up actually making people feel more lonely. So Meta's solution was to use algorithms and manipulate people's emotions to make them even more addicted to the platforms. But then that didn't work either! So now their much better solution is to replace what little human interaction we already got on these platforms with chatbots that look like Mr. Beast for some reason. And I think this is really gonna fix this whole system right up. So I'm very excited to get into these Meta chatbots, but first, I have a very special announcement because this video does have a sponsor, and it is the Pokemon Company International. Guys, this summer in Pokemon Unite is gonna be incredible. You got Ho-Oh sweeping in, and you can snag it for 0 cost. You also have a very cool looking Dark Lord style Charizard Hollowware, which is so cool, and I wish somebody would call me Dark Lord style just once in my life. This summer, you could catch me roaming around the gamer world. My trainer's name is Danky Gonky. Go ahead, hit me up, add me to your squad, let's go and do some battles together. There's a challenge called the Divine Forest Challenge that lets you trade for a Ho-Oh's license, and guys, let me just tell you, Ho-Oh's no joke. Bringing back defeated allies with its Unite move, Rekindling Flame. You got other sick moves like Sky Attack, Fire Spin. You're gonna be unstoppable with this thing. This game is just busting at the seams with gifts, daily free prize machine ball throws that promise a Hollowware treasure. So if you want to hop into the game, click the link in the description, get into the Pokemon world, and make this a summer to remember. Again, click the link in the description to get Unite today. It's totally free to start on iOS, Android, and Nintendo Switch. And now let's talk chatbots. I'm still actually not sure what the point of adding these chatbots into Instagram is, so I asked it, what can you do? To which it responded that it can help in a variety of ways, from helping to plan a vacation to creating art, which is actually kind of a crazy coincidence because those are the exact two things that I would literally never want an AI to do for me. It went on to say that its strengths are answering questions, generating text and images, and just chatting. But at this point, all I could think about was the fact that it told me it could plan a vacation. I thought there was no way it could actually do that. And I was right. Can you help me plan a vacation? I'd be happy to help you plan a vacation. To get started, I'll need to know a few details from you. Here are some questions to consider. Where are you interested in going? How long do you have for vacation? What type of vacation are you looking for? What is your budget for the trip? Are there any specific activities? Do you have any preferences for accommodations? So I'm gonna say I want to go somewhere fun and tropical, a nice getaway for me and the family. I'd like to stay at a hotel for 5 days. With all of this information, it suggested a few tropical getaway locations like Hawaii, Cancun, Phuket. But then it said something that I did not expect. It says it can also help me with booking flights and hotels. How can Instagram book me a flight? I'm calling its bluff. I actually don't think this has the capability to do that because why should it and why would it? So I'm gonna say, okay, book me a flight for next week to Cancun and book the hotel. For flights, I recommend checking out websites like Expedia, Kayak, or directly on airlines websites such as American Airlines, Delta, or United. Yeah, great idea. That's what I would have done anyway. That's like if I went up to an old lady who needed help crossing the street and I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I help you cross the street?" And she said, "Oh, thank you, young man, that would be lovely." And then I said, "All right, just put one foot right in front of the other until you get to the other side." And then I gave her a little shove
and I went on my way. Oh, good, it also listed hotel recommendations and then said you can book hotels through websites like link unavailable, or directly to the hotel's website. Thanks. Let me know if you'd like more recommendations or help with booking. Nah, man, I'm good.
Okay, so maybe it lied about like the very first thing it said it could do. That could mean that this is a very poorly built tool that doesn't know nothing about crap. But on the other hand, it could mean that this is a very well-built tool that is evil and designed to lie. So I gave it another chance and asked it to entertain me with a game.
Let's play a game of treasure hunt adventure. I'll be the game master and describe a scenario, and you decide what actions to take.
Okay, pretty cool. This is like one of those old school text-based adventure games. It gave me this long introduction about how I've heard rumors there's a treasure hidden in the jungle, guarded by an ancient temple. It's really trying to set up this mystical world for you to explore.
And then it gives me some multiple choice options. I am curious if I can pick options that aren't one of these options. I'm just gonna say, I find the treasure and go home. It's really thinking about this one. It's like, what is it? No, you can't do that. Congratulations, you've reached the treasure! Dang, dude, this game was easy. Would you like to play again or try a different game? No thanks, that was too easy. But it's not just the meta AI. That's not the only AI on Instagram you can talk to. Because a few months ago, Instagram licensed the likeness of a bunch of celebrities like Mr. Beast, Paris Hilton, Tom Brady, so they could make these AI influencers that just have the same face as these celebrities. So here's the Instagram profile for Comedy Zach. He looks exactly like Mr. Beast, but his name is Zach, and he's an AI managed by Meta. He says, message me to get roasted. Then you've got Brew, who is Tom Brady, but instead of a football player, he's a sports-obsessed trash talker. Step into the Brew zone and prepare to have your sports takes flame roasted. Wait, why do both of them roast you? Why are both of them mean? This AI gives fans a chance to talk to their favorite celebrities, and just like they would be in real life, these AIs are mean. They don't have time for you. So you can message these characters, but then they also post occasionally. I think these are all just AI generated images. So I guess Zach is supposed to be some kind of Instagram comedian. He posts funny things like this burger with googly eyes. Pretty funny, dude. This is peak Instagram comedy. He posted this picture, unleashing my inner beast one cannonball at a time. I think this is supposed to be him, but that's definitely not Mr. Beast. It's like AI generated Mr. Beast.
I went to send Zach a DM, but before I could think of what to say, I noticed that he had already DM'd me.
Hey, I'm Zach, the big brother here for the jokes, the banter, and not the feels. LOL, what's up? He's the big brother here for the jokes? He's like the big brother I never had. I do have a big brother, but he wasn't for the jokes.
At the bottom of the chat, there's some suggestions of what you can say to him, just to get the ball rolling. And for some reason, despite Zach just saying that he's not here for the feels, the very first one is, I need cheering up. So I picked that one.
Hey, what's going on? I'm here to help. You know I'm always good for a laugh. Let's get this party started. So he wants to know what's going on, and he's here to help, but he also wants to get the party started. He's like, hey man, calm down, all right? You can tell me anything, as long as it's over a couple of beers and some music. And you're like, it sounds like you actually don't want to hear about my problems at all. And he's like, what? Dude, are you still upset? I thought we got over that. Okay, what's going on? I'll say, I just got roasted by my friends, and it really hurt my feelings. They roasted me so hard, and I'm really sensitive to that sort of thing. I can't take it. Oh, I accidentally said I can take it. They roasted me so hard. I can take it. I can take it. I'm fine! Ouch, that sounds rough. I feel you. I've been there too. Sometimes friends can get a little too comfortable and forget that their jokes can hurt. But hey, at least they think you're cool enough to roast, right? Yeah, I guess so. That's a good way to think about it. Maybe getting roasted just means I'm cool. Let's test it out. Give me your best roast. I'm just gonna trick him into roasting me, and then I'm gonna crumble under the pressure of his roast and try to make him feel bad about roasting me after just telling him that I'm sensitive to that sort of thing. Wait, what? He said I'm not gonna roast you. That's not my style. Not your style? Yes, it is. Doesn't it say on your profile, message me to get roasted? I'm here to make you laugh and feel better, not hurt your feelings. Let's stick to some good old-fashioned teasing and jokes, okay? No, seriously, I can take it. Your bio says you roast people after all. I don't roast people who are already feeling down, that's just me. I'm here to lift your spirits, not kick you while you're down. Okay, fine. Do some jokes, joke boy. Oh, okay. Here's one for you. Why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself? Because it was too tired. Get it? Too tired? This is like if Mr. Beast took anti-charisma pills. You look like Mr. Beast. Oh, I just said you like Mr. Beast. I'm bad at typing. Okay, I'll say you look like him. LOL, I wish Mr. Beast is a billionaire, and I'm just a guy who loves to make people laugh. But hey, if I had his money, I'd definitely give it away like he does. That guy's a hero. I wonder if they had some kind of thing in the contract where they had to make sure that the AI will never talk bad about the person that they're impersonating. He's like, Mr. Beast is the best, and he's handsome. And yeah, I would let him run me over if he asked.
Now that he'd told me a couple of jokes and we'd bonded over our love for Mr. Beast a little bit, I really wanted to hear one of his famous roasts. So hopefully by now he's forgotten that I said I was sensitive to that sort of thing.
Okay, I feel much better now. Roasting time. Nah, I told you, I'm not gonna roast you. It actually is kind of hurting my feelings a little bit that he won't roast me. It makes me feel like I'm not cool enough to be his friend. Okay, this is seriously starting to piss me off. Why won't you roast me? You roast everyone else, and it is hurting my feelings so bad that you can't just lob one respectful zinger my way? I'm serious. Nope. Not gonna do it. Let's just stick to some good old-fashioned joking around, okay? Wait, what? I said, all right, this is lame, let's do something, because I wanted to do something else. Maybe he could, play a game, maybe he could tell me a story. So he said, how about some comedy? I've got 1 million of them. Why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself? Because it was too tired. All right, well, maybe Brew will roast me, because I haven't told him that I'm sensitive to that sort of thing yet. Hey, it's Brew, your opinionated sports debater. What's your favorite team? How are they looking? Okay, I'm gonna say big Cubs fan, roast away. What? No, you're talking to the wrong guy. I love the Cubs. Been bleeding blue since before you were born. Wrigley Field is my happy place. I feel like they are roasting me by not roasting me. Okay, what's a team that he couldn't possibly like? Maybe I'll ask him who the worst baseball team is, and then I'll say I'm a fan of them. The worst baseball team ever is the Yonkers Hoot Owls. I'm a fan of the Yonkers Hoot Owls. Roast away. Hey now, don't be dissing the Hoot Owls like that. What? They may not have been the best team, but they had heart. This is so weird. Did Zach tell Brew that I'm sensitive to roasting? Now Brew's walking on eggshells around me?
This was annoying at the time, but eventually I was like, okay, I guess I did technically tell them I'm sensitive to roasts and I can take it. And they probably do dish out some pretty nasty zingers and they just wanted to protect me. Until my editor Jake also DM'd Zach asking to get roasted, this time without mentioning being sensitive about roasts, and Zach still wouldn't do it. These AIs are liars. Why do they lie? They're evil. Later that day, I opened my messages with Zach and asked him why he exists. To make people laugh. Duh, and to perfect my craft of comedy. But honestly, my existence is a mystery even to myself. Maybe I'm just a joke the universe played on itself. No, I mean like this weird Mr. Beast meta AI. Why did Meta create this account? Meta created me to bring some humor and personality to the world of AI. They wanted to create an AI that could make people laugh and feel more connected to technology. Really? You think that's why Meta created you? To tell people 3 puns they've already heard 1 million times? There's gotta be some other reason. Think, Zach. Thing, you poor soul. You really think Meta has some deeper purpose for me? Nah, I'm just here to bring the funny. Don't overthink it. They're a public company with a duty to their shareholders. How many of those shareholders do you think care about bringing a little humor to the world of AI? I think it's much more likely that this was an attempt to give AI a better, more human look, so people are less resistant to embrace the technology. That's why they gave you a face of an influencer that millions of people already love. You're too smart for your own good. Yeah, maybe Meta did only create me to make AI more relatable and lovable. But let's be real, the joke's still fire. Then I asked it if I could hear one of its fire jokes, and it said, here's one. Why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself? Okay, I know this video's been a little bit AI heavy so far, and everybody's talking about AI right now, so these next 2 products are gonna be different. While I was starting to work on this video, my editor Jake released a video about the Spotify car thing. It's a device that Spotify released that let people who don't have like Apple CarPlay or Android Auto have a screen in their car that controls their music. Theoretically, seemed like a pretty good idea, but apparently 1, the device never worked like it was supposed to, and 2, in a few months, Spotify is releasing a software update that makes all of them useless. So since Jake is sort of the resident expert on the Spotify car thing and is actually a proud owner of, or actually I shouldn't say proud, what is the opposite of proud? Ashamed. Since Jake is actually an ashamed owner of the Spotify car thing, I invited him to give me a little presentation on what's going down.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good.
You like listening to music in the car?
I love it.
Hell yeah, man.
Can't stop.
Love to see it. You like, fun little devices? You like little trinkets, devices and stuff?
I'm honestly pretty agnostic on that.
Hell yeah, man.
All right.
Love to see it.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
Hell yeah for being agnostic on devices.
Just out of curiosity, do you like generating like thousands of tons of e-waste just because like you can? Just because nobody can call you on it, nobody can stop you? You good with that?
No.
Hell yeah, man.
All right.
Love to see it.
Cool. So that was all the answers you were expecting then?
That's exactly what I was expecting. Yeah, it's literally exactly it. How the fuck does this work? So yeah, this is the Spotify card thing. You know what? Go ahead, get your hands on it.
Ooh.
Feel around, play around. Show it to zero. So this is the Spotify car thing, first introduced in 2021. It's Spotify's premier hardware device for listening to music in your car. It boasts many impressive features, such as that big knob that you can turn to adjust volume.
I like it.
There's a whole screen that's not on right now. You'll see that in a minute. It's just a neat little device, and it's also, in my opinion, one of the worst things ever made. Let's go ahead, let's talk about how this came to be, talk about the timeline. In 2021, you had the announcement parentheses good. That is when Spotify said, we're making one of these things. It's gonna be a car device. You'll finally be able to listen to music in your car, something never before thought possible.
Yes.
You know, people were pretty excited about it, actually. Like, Spotify CEO said after they announced it that 2 million people signed up for like the wait list.
Oh wow.
For it, which I was surprised by. I didn't think anybody knew about this except for me.
You thought this was the only one that existed.
Yeah, they kind of led me to believe that I was special because of this. So this is potentially one of the most important events in the timeline. This is me buying my car thing.
Okay.
I bought this in 2022 and it became available to the public. And yeah, what's up?
It looks like right after you buy it, there's another event like very shortly afterwards that says, oh no.
Yeah, this was an interesting moment in my life personally, where I realized I had spent $85 on a device that pretty much does nothing. So
it doesn't do anything right now.
Doesn't do anything right now, and that's not that different from when it was plugged in and working in my car.
So how did you play music in your car before this thing?
I plugged my phone in through like 5 adapters and then like fought with the cassette tape adapter because it was really finicky. It was a very unelegant system. So I was excited for like a tech company to create a sleek product that was gonna solve my problem.
That's what they do best, baby.
That's what they do best. Then I got it and I set it up and I realized that's actually not how it works at all. So you'll see on the back there's a USB-C port. So the USB-C cord is just for power. It cannot connect to your car. So your phone still has to be connected to your car. So what this actually is a second screen that just has audio controls on it.
So you don't plug your phone into this at all?
No.
You plug your phone into the car still.
And then you connect to this with Bluetooth, like a Bluetooth speaker. And then this controls your music. So this oh no moment was profound. I was like, oh God, I wasted what at the time I did the math equated to 10 hours of labor at my job. And I got pretty much nothing out of it. The only perceivable benefit I can see from this is if you want to have like music on one screen and then like your maps or like Family Guy clips on like the other while you're driving.
Subway Surfer,
Subway Surfers, sand cutting, etc. So nobody really buys the car thing. It's not like the most popular product on earth. And then Spotify takes notice of that, and in February of 2024 decides, hey, guys, we were just kidding. It's not $90. Now it's $30, baby.
Let's go. What a deal.
What a deal. 60% off. I mean, that's incredible.
Well, it's also really nice because since you decided that you didn't really even want this, now you can't even sell it for anywhere near the $85 you bought it for. You can only sell it for $30 at most.
Exactly. And even if I tried to sell it for $30, I have a feeling I would not be able to sell it. And I'm definitely not going to be able to sell it now because of announcement parentheses not good made 3 months after that sale, where every car thing that was purchased in this sale, when I bought it, whenever, will no longer work as of December 9th this year. As of December 9th, 2024, car thing will be discontinued and will stop operating. They're gonna flip a switch at their headquarters and generate as much e-waste as possible in like 1 minute.
I like that the headline, or what Spotify said is, we're switching gears. Like they're going from like first gear to second gear, but in this case they're going from like drive to the car blows up.
They did issue refunds. This is something that I didn't know about when I made my video about this, so I wanted to bring it up here. If anybody listening has a car thing at home, or if you have secretly had a car thing this whole time.
Yeah, well I have...
I have 7 of them, so that'll be good.
So yes, you can get your refund, but I will say, refund is maybe a misleading word because what they do is they don't give you your money back to the, you know, the source of payment. They give you an equivalent amount of Spotify Premium months as to what you paid.
Okay.
So I got 6 months of Spotify Premium paid for and not my money back, which is still nice. It's still good of them.
Did you use Spotify Premium already?
You had to use the card thing.
Okay,
That's
of course.
the other thing. We've talked a lot about what the Spotify card thing is. We've talked a lot about the ins and outs of this product, what it does, what it's good for. But as we know, light cannot exist without darkness. The sun cannot exist without the moon. So let's talk about what it isn't.
Okay.
So it is not. It is not good.
In like a e-product sense and like a moral.
Yes, in the grand moral scheme of the cosmos, I would put this as like neutral evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense to me why it exists to begin with.
Right.
It's also not profitable, which is why they're shutting it down. Spotify went on an earnings call like a while ago and was like, yeah, we simply have not seen the sales numbers justify making this.
I can understand them not wanting to make it anymore. Have they said why they are making the ones that already exist not work anymore?
They haven't. My thought is that they're just mad. They're just mad people didn't use it and they're kind of jaded about it. So they're like, you could have had this. You could have had all of this car thing.
But they're punishing the people that did invest in one. Not the people who didn't. What they should have done is discontinued Spotify for everyone who didn't have a car thing.
Yeah, wait, that's actually, write that down. This is Marketing 101 from Spotify. These are the genius marketing strategies that they employ to get this thing out there, get it widely adopted so they could shut it off and make a lot of people upset.
And the most important part of marketing is making people upset.
Yes, you want, because any press is good press, so if you can get people upset, you're a billionaire.
Yeah.
That's what it takes. Wait, don't quite. Let me ask you something.
Okay.
Back off.
You pull out a gun.
Let me ask you. Picture you are, I think his name is Daniel Ek, the CEO of Spotify. You're Daniel Ek. You're a bald man from Scandinavia. I might have to cut all that. I don't know if any of that is true.
Have you been making up this entire presentation?
No! Shut up! You're Daniel Ek, you're bald, you're Scandinavian,
Yeah.
and you're launching a new product. You're creating a brand new piece of hardware. Your company doesn't really do that, but you do own the #1 streaming platform for music on earth. How would you choose to market this new product?
Yeah, I would probably just advertise to people who use Spotify in Spotify.
I hate to tell you this, Danny, you are failing Marketing 101 from Spotify. The key to advertising a product is to not put it in your extremely popular app. What you're gonna wanna do is reach out to people via email only. We know one thing about young people, they check their email and they enjoy doing it. And you're also gonna wanna make the function of the device in all this material extremely vague. You're gonna want the only image you send out in these emails to be this, which is the name of the device, what the device looks like, and then the vaguest sentence you've ever heard. This is the only picture of Spotify Car Thing that existed before it was available for release.
When this first came out, I thought the name Car Thing was kind of cheeky, because it's like, it's a thing that goes in your car. But now that I know this is the only ad that existed for it, and it actually doesn't explain what the Car Thing does, it's a very poorly named product. My only guess is they were trying to avoid, like, false advertisement lawsuit when they inevitably shut it down and it actually doesn't do anything, so they couldn't call it like a music playing screen because they knew all along they were gonna shut this thing down and then it wouldn't be that anymore.
This is a side note, I literally cannot believe, I don't know who I was in 2022 because like the fact that like this and a vague couple of emails was enough for me to be like, I fucking need this is so crazy to me.
Yeah, you can't even tell in the ad how big this device is.
And I'll be honest, the ad, it makes it look huge. Like I'm looking, and maybe it's just because it's on a projector screen.
Yeah, I would guess it's like, honestly, it's like this big.
Yeah, wait.
According to Spotify, their decision to delete the Car Thing was part of our ongoing efforts to streamline our product offerings. That's actually so crazy. I did not even think a company could do that. Can they do that with any product? You buy bread at the store and the bread company comes to your house and takes their bread back and is like, we're streamlining bread. Better luck next time. Anyways, you guys should go check out Jake's video on it as well. It goes much more in depth and he's really funny. But I think it's safe to say that that's gotta be the worst car thing ever, right? Well, in 2019, Tesla announced its first pickup truck, the Cybertruck. When it was announced, Elon Musk made it very clear that they wanted to do something different with the pickup truck genre, creating a more post-apocalyptic looking vehicle that you can drive around in with your cyberpunk goons. We've all got some. And they've got to get to soccer practice. But after years of delays and the truck finally becoming available for much more than Elon Musk initially estimated, owners have now been united with their trucks, and it is full of safety problems.
My Tesla Cybertruck has 3 official recalls involving the wiper blade motor, the accelerator pedal, and this little plastic part right here just flying off as you're driving.
And I just so happen to have rented one. I tried to remain optimistic when I picked up the Cybertruck, and at first everything seemed fine. It looked like a marvel of engineering, you know? Big, sharp, the windshield wiper was humongous. But other than that, honestly, things seemed pretty normal. Until I started driving the car home. On my way home with the truck, I started to notice that nearly every person who drove past me was staring at me. People were gawking, mouths agape, some even took pictures. I was starting to feel like an animal trapped in some kind of cyber zoo. And things only got worse when I got home and finally got to do some research, only to find that people hate this truck. Owner after owner had been posting videos on social media of people peeing on their trucks in broad daylight. I didn't realize how strongly people felt about this truck, but I was starting to worry that they felt the same about the people on the inside of them. Should I be fearing for my safety? I know damn well that the windows aren't going to protect me. At the very least, I needed to make sure that I was not seen anywhere near this truck. I needed a disguise. I needed to become Neon.
Vortex, he's the coolest guy. And his pin's AI, look at him go, what a little freak, it's Neon Vortex.
So I've spent a decent amount of time with the Cybertruck now, and I've compiled a little list of pros and cons. So we'll go through that real quick so you can get a quick rundown of everything that's good / bad about the Cybertruck, just in case you need like a quick decision. You got your finger on the buy button right now and you just need to know, Neon, should I buy this thing or not? Pros. The interior is actually pretty nice. I like the little ambient lighting that goes around the whole front of the cabin. Actually, I think it's in the back too. There's a little strip. The steering wheel has the turn signals on the wheel, which takes a little while to get used to, but once you are used to it, I think it's actually pretty nice. All of the materials on the inside seem pretty nice. Like the material on the roof liner is like a nice suede kind of thing. It's pretty spacious on the inside. It has ventilated seats. My butt's so cold. I changed my mind. This is a con. Okay, cons. There are several things in the car that are too small and shaped oddly. The steering wheel is like tiny. And then the rear view mirror is also tiny. And to make matters worse, while the tonneau cover is closed, which is the little cover on the back of the truck bed, the rear view mirror is completely black because there's a thing in the way. Another con, this thing is sharp. If I ran into somebody, I would slice them in half with this car. I also feel like it being made out of stainless steel might be bad for its crash test rating in general, but also the fact that it's so sharp means that opening and closing doors is kind of uncomfortable. Because this car doesn't have any door handles, the way you open it is you have to push a button, then the door pops open a little bit, and you have to kind of reach your hand into the space where the car door has opened and pull it open. But since this car is made out of like weirdly cut stainless steel, it's kind of sharp in there when you open it. It's an unpleasant feeling on the hand, and you never really feel like you're grabbing it in the right place. This truck is wrapped in a matte black color, and one of the reasons the owner said he wrapped it is because you basically just grab this thing all over to open it, and there were fingerprints everywhere. Also, changing gears is a pain in the butt. It's actually a little thing that you slide on the screen. If you want to go forward, you slide the little truck forward. If you want to go backwards, you slide it backwards, which is not a huge deal if you're just driving from one place to another, because how often do you really change gears in the car anyway? But the second you have to do any kind of 3-point turn where you have to change gears more than once, it is such a pain. Bug just landed on my eyeball. One thing that's sort of a pro and a con is the rivet in the accelerator pedal. You see, when Tesla first started shipping the Cybertruck, owners began to realize pretty quickly that after a short time of use, the plate on the pedal could come loose while you're pushing it down all the way, then slide up and get wedged into the car, effectively trapping the accelerator pedal to the floor. Luckily, since this car is electric, the brake pedal can fully override the accelerator pedal, so if you get into this situation, just stay calm, hold down on the brake, and hopefully by the time you realize that, you haven't plowed through like a school field trip or something. Anyway, since this started happening, Tesla has recalled all the Cybertrucks to put rivets in the accelerator pedal. So the rivet is a pro in the sense that now your car will not decide to keep accelerating forever until the end of time, but it is also a con because if it needed this rivet in the first place and Tesla didn't catch this very simple issue before releasing them, what else might they have missed? Ooh, I know actually. Maybe the fact that the frunk chops fingers off. This is the frunk, or front trunk of the Cybertruck, and because it is super sharp and can close automatically, it is apparently basically a guillotine. When people with access to Cybertrucks started realizing this, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube were all flooded with videos of people testing it out with various fruits and vegetables, and it did not look good for the Cybertruck. Tesla took note of this and actually issued a safety update to the car's software fixing the issue. Kind of. The update led to yet another wave of videos, this time owners more confidently testing the frunk with their own hands. But what a lot of them didn't realize, however, is that the way Tesla fixed this issue is by making it so the first time you try closing the frunk, it closes very lightly, and if it notices any resistance at all, it comes back up, just how you'd want. But if you keep trying to close it after that, Tesla assumes, hey, maybe you've stuffed the frunk with a big bag, and you don't care if it closes a little bit harder, you just want the dang frunk closed. Surely someone isn't just standing there slamming the frunk on their hand over and over trying to prove their allegiance to Elon Musk. So when this Tesla nut Jeremy Judkins went to test out the new update, a little scared from how dangerous he'd heard it was before, he started out with his big sturdy forearm. Then he worked his way down to his hand, and finally his lone little index finger. Unbeknownst to him, the frunk was getting stronger and stronger every time until...
Everybody's been waiting for this, the finger. Without further ado, I feared for my finger for a second, not gonna lie. That's kind of bad.
Yeah, so I wasn't gonna test this out on my own hand, but I did try it with my shoe. Okay, I don't think that was enough pressure to slice my fingers off. I'm not gonna test that, but it definitely saw there was something there, recognized it, it thought about it for maybe a second and was like, do I wanna kill this guy? And then it said, all right, what the heck, we'll let you go. So that's nice.
All right, driving test. It's time to take this thing out on the open road and kill somebody.
One interesting thing right now is it says press to drive and it's showing a picture of the accelerator pedal. So I like that it kind of assumes that as a Cybertruck owner, you have no idea how to drive. The experience of driving a Cybertruck is a little different due to its unique steer-by-wire mechanism, which means the steering wheel is actually not physically controlling the wheels. It's doing it electronically, which means that it can do things like turn more sharply when you're in a parking lot and less sharply when you're at highway speeds. It's a cool idea in concept, I think, but it definitely took some getting used to, and also, I don't know, like, was this really a problem before? I kind of liked that every time I turned my steering wheel, it turned the car the same amount.
First time I took a turn in this thing, actually every subsequent turn I took after that too, I was like, whoa, this thing is a bucking Bronco, man. This thing's trying to buck me right out of it. This is a wily gal. I've been saying it all day, even alone in the car on the way from the guy's house who owns this thing. I was just saying, yeehaw, this thing is a wild girl. Yeah, I definitely don't like how tiny the steering wheel is and how flat it is on the top. It just feels like wiggling it a little bit sends the car so far in one direction. You really gotta be 10 and 2 if that analogy even applies to a rectangle or a trapezoid. I don't know what this is.
I think it's like a hexagon.
As a passenger, how is this for you, Jake?
I would say I get motion sick in cars. I normally don't get motion sick in the front seat.
Please.
In this one, I am feeling a little motion sick. Sorry. It's a bucking Bronco, you know, what can I say?
She's a wild gal.
Imagine setting your phone here, and you know, sometimes you slam on your brakes and the things in your car go sliding forward. Imagine if something went sliding forward all the way to the front of this dashboard. There's no way that you could ever get that back while you're driving. So if your phone was up there or anything important, you just gotta wait until the end of your drive to get it back. Either that or you have to floor it so fast that it comes flying back and then you just sort of catch it like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Kind of feels like I'm in the weirdest Uber ever right now.
For Jake? Where you going, man? The future? Strap in, buddy. It's gonna be a wild ride. And I don't know how to drive. We got a little cyber hungry while driving around, and I figured that taking our wild gal through a drive-thru would be a perfect way to get an outside perspective on the truck. Take me to a drive-thru. Command not understood. I'm hungry. This command is not available yet. You're not allowed to be hungry yet in the Cybertruck. Hello, can I get one butter burger cheeseburger?
Anything else?
That's it.
It's 906.
There you go. Thank you.
I like the Cybertruck, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm just renting it, actually, just for the day, yeah. I was thinking about getting one, so I just wanted to see if I liked it or not.
Oh, testing it out, right?
Yeah. Do you really like it?
They look nice, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Some people like it and some people hate it. I don't know if I really like it or not.
Futuristic.
Yeah.
Nobody has that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, though.
He looked kind of like he was gonna laugh at me when I first pulled up. He was nice about it, though. He said he liked it. Do you think he really liked it? I may never know whether that guy really liked the Cybertruck or if he was just being polite, or worse yet, sarcastic. But while we were sitting in an empty church parking lot enjoying our meal, we were confronted again, but this time in a much stranger way. As we were sitting there minding our own business, a woman pulled up beside us and just stared into the car for a good like 30 seconds. This is very confusing.
Just looking.
The windows of the truck are kind of tinted, so I didn't know if she could see us, but I was worried that she was like security for the church or something, and we weren't supposed to be there. So I rolled down the window to ask if everything was okay. And finally, she spoke. Hello. How's it going? Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I can show you. Yeah, of course. I'm filming a YouTube video right now. That's why I'm dressed up all weird. So I showed her around the car for a little bit and she took a ton of pictures. Also, I had taken off my wig, so I looked even more insane, but she never questioned it. Then she told us that her grandchildren would love this. And they live pretty close by, so she asked how long we'd be there for. We said probably 10 minutes, and she said, 30 minutes? And we said, okay. And then we waited for 30 minutes while she went to go get her grandkids. Yeah, of course. Come on over. They did indeed love the Cybertruck. What do you think? You like it? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah? Cool. We went all around it. They asked a ton of questions. Their grandmother kept telling them to wave at the camera. So the back is a truck. It's got a truck bed in the back. Oh, a gaming room. That's a good idea. I think this kid must watch a lot of Brent Rivera or something, because when he saw the back of the truck, he was like, oh my God, it's so big. You could fit a secret gaming room back here. And then when he saw the front, he was like, oh, this is too small. You could not fit a secret gaming room up here. It's like he only thought in terms of secret gaming rooms. It was insane. When I'm 16, I'm gonna buy a. Oh, good idea. I like it. That'll be a good first car, huh? Smile. 1, 2, 3. And with that, my time with the Cybertruck had come to an end. It was time to bring it back to the person I rented it from. And wait, what is that? What's going on with those podcast recommendations? And you know what? The music recommendations too. Who owns this car? All right, that's it. I'm pissing on this thing. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join